Alrighty! What's up, motherfuckers and scumbags and douchebags? What's up, everybody? Peter Gilmore here for this Sunday afternoon video right here on the home of the Gilmore Chronicles, TGC Reborn. This is episode number 203 of the Gilmore Chronicles Reborn series. Thank you all for watching as we are on the road to 250 episodes. Hopefully we'll probably get there by maybe next year or probably the year after that, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But thank you for watching the video. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down below, and subscribe to all my other channels, which are down there, dude. And subscribe to my channels, or 5 of my channels, and subscribe. Make sure you like the video. Dislike the video, I don't give a shit. But make sure you like the video, hit the subscribe button. Friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and share the video all over the internet. But most importantly, tap that fucking bell and turn on all my notifications so you never ever, ever, and I mean ever, miss an upload. So if you do, well, you miss out, and you're gonna have to either hit the bell or unsubscribe and resubscribe, hit the bell, turn on my notifications, and hopefully my videos can get out to you. If not, then you're gonna have to search my name, and that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. That's gonna take too long for you. That's pretty much all I gotta say about that. But it is it. That is it for now. And that's it. We'll move on. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this cloudy and raw, disgusting Sunday afternoon, September the 5th, 2021. We're still at Labor Day weekend. Hope everybody's having a great Labor Day weekend. I had mine. My Labor Day has been up and down so far. Yesterday I went to the beach with the missus, and had a pretty good day. And then I find out, and had out something, and got something in one of my checks might have bounced. It's never a good thing when you get a letter in the mail saying from your bank saying your check bounced. So hoping it gets fixed by Tuesday or Wednesday. So get that fixed, and basically all my bills are paid, but maybe my phone bill might have bounced, but no worry about that. But it is what it is. I have a ton of money in the bank, so I don't know. I just don't understand why it bounced, but it happens. So hopefully getting that taken care of on Tuesday or Wednesday, and then we'll see what happens with that. And yeah. So today I was gonna go to my parents' house today for dinner, while the missus is out with one of our good friends, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, Rose is out again, but she's out with one of our good friends, a good friend Francesca from December's Fall. Invited her out to do some girl time, some shopping and stuff in the city while it's raining. Not raining right now, but it's drizzling right now, and I said it was going to rain a little bit, but most of the day was going to be cloudy. Maybe later tonight it might rain. So most of the Labor Day weekend, not going to be a washout, thankfully. Tomorrow's supposed to be a nice day. So tomorrow I'm going to go have a nice barbecue at my parents' house, and Mrs. is coming with me, so I'm gonna have fun with my parents, and then watch the Met game, and maybe watch Raw tomorrow night, but we'll see. Maybe I might leave early so I can get home to watch Raw, but we'll see what happens with that. And that's it. And then we start a new week. School's beginning here in the Northeast. That's a certain school. Well, most schools have started school already, but most of them are in school learning, and some people are well at home virtual learning. Still doing that. Uh, School via the computer stuff, the virtual learning in certain states because of the fucking virus, and especially here in the Northeast, in Jersey specifically, some schools are underwater, and the school is like, schools are like, it's like a mess right now. Um, so certain most schools in Jersey are going to have virtual learning uh, for maybe the whole year. But certain schools are not going to be able to be, you know, have kids and people roaming the halls because the schools are, it's disgusting. It's all, it got flooded and everything by Hurricane Ida and everything. Most schools are closed, and they won't reopen till maybe in a few months to at least a year. So if you go to those schools, you're lucky. You're pretty damn lucky, because you could be basically sitting at home all year in front of your Commodore 64 computer. You're learning, well, not in class. So you basically got days off. That is what it is. But most schools in Jersey are going to be closed. So that they want, the mayor. I think the mayor, Mr. Murphy, the Governor Murphy, wants kids to certain, kids that go to those schools. They want to put them in other schools so they can have in-person learning. I can understand that, but then you're overcrowding the school, and you know certain classes only can hold like about 30, maybe 30, at most 35 people. And you got certain, kids in the 10th grade, from one school coming over to a new school, continuing their 10th grade education or whatever. And you got like 50 people in one class. I mean, how's the teacher gonna like? That's hard for the teacher, but it is what it is. But it is what it is. The fucking virus continues to go on. And now we got so many variants coming out in England and China and around the country now. We're dealing with the Delta variant now, and now there's like so many other variants out. There was the Lambda variant that originated in South America, in Brazil, that was supposedly coming up to the States, and there was a rumor that Florida got it. Certain places in Florida got the third variant. Now I'm hearing there's a fourth and a fifth variant out. I mean, this thing is mutating astronomically. It's crazy. Now they got a new variant called, get ready for this, Mew, M-U, like the Pokemon, Mew. And that's going to mutate into Mewtwo. Get it? Mewtwo. We have freaking, the freaking variants are going to be named after Pokemon pretty soon. Not Pikachu or Raichu or anything like that, but like just weird freaking names. Here comes a new variant. Squirtle, Bulbasaur. Gonna be just named after weird shit instead of like the Greek names. They'll be named after Pokemon. We already got Mew. Can we get Mewtwo? The evolved version of Mew. So this virus does not want to fucking end. We're still wearing our masks. Basically everywhere now, and you gotta, if you want to go to a concert or a ball game or a football game or something, or even a lovely theater, you want to go see a Broadway show, you have to wear your mask and you got to show your vaccination card. I'm okay with that. I don't mind it, but as soon as I get in, mask comes off. I'm like, I don't give a shit. Just as long as nobody's standing next to me, in the mosh pit or next to me, when I'm listening to some bombastic rock and roll. Like Zach Wild, I want to go see him in November, but money's kind of tight right now. So I may or may not be able to see him, and it's 2 months away, so I might have a chance to see him, but I got bills to pay and other things to do. I got Christmas coming up, so I want to buy the missus a nice birthday, not birthday, sorry, a nice Christmas gift. And then my dad's birthday is coming up next month, the end of next month actually, so might buy him something. And then that's basically it. I don't have to really buy gifts for anybody. Maybe my uncle, because his birthday's on in December. I got a lot of birthdays in December. Ozzy's birthday. Ozzy's birthday is December I think it's December the 3rd or December the 8th, something like that. Thank you for free view, asshole. And then my uncle's birthday is the week after that, around the week of that. Then the week after that, Maria Brink's birthday is coming up. She's gonna be 44, sexy years old. That the goddess of metal, my metal mama. She's gonna be 44. Chris Howarth's birthday is like 2 days after that, and he's gonna be, I think, 45 or 46. And then after that, the week after that, after Maria and Chris's birthday, from In This Moment, the week after their birthdays is my birthday, and our good friend Lemmy, Mr. Lemmy Kilmister, he's the speed's gonna ruin my face. His birthday is the same day as mine, and Jesus. So Christmas Eve is a lot of babies. A lot of babies were made on were born, actually, not made, but born on Christmas Eve. Me, Lemmy, and the great one, Jesus Christ, Jesus. Man, that boy creation. Well, God did that, but the man, Jesus Christ, and Lemmy and myself, all on December 24th. So I'll be 45. Yeah, I'll give up my age. I'm 44 now. I'm about to be 45 in December. Lemmy's gonna be 70 something. And Jesus is gonna be, I don't even know how old he is. And that's that. And then what Rose's other well, not my brother from another mother, that guy on the wall, but her other brother, his birthday's on New Year's Eve. So that's kind of cool. And we worry about that. And that's all I gotta say about that. So yeah, so money's tight right now with bills and stuff. So I'm hoping to go see Zach Wild in November, and then hopefully have enough money left so I can get some Christmas gifts for the missus and maybe my mom and dad, and maybe have some left over so I can maybe take a trip out there, but not take a nice trip to EC in the end of December or whatever. But we'll see. All right, we'll see what happens with that. All right, enough about that bullshit. Let's get into this great episode. Thank you for the free view, asshole. You want to come in? Say hi? You scared? Go ahead. I don't give a shit. But anyway, on this Sunday afternoon, September the 5th, 2021, and it goes the other one. Bye! Trolls. Leeches. Pieces of shit that can't do anything about it. How's your Labor Day doing, trolls? You jacking off to me right now? Is that what it is? That's why you don't want to, say something? Too busy jacking off to me? I guess, but it is what it is. But anyway, chat room's open if you want to come in. Just say whatever you got to say. And if not, well, get the fuck off my channel. Suck my dick while you're at it. That's all I got to say about that. All right, so on this Sunday afternoon, September the 5th, 2021, on episode 203 of the Gilmore Chronicles, I am here, as the title below says, to give you, yes, you, your AEW All Out 3 predictions. All Out 3, or as we say, All Out 2021. All Out comes your way live in 3 hours. Well, that's the pre-show. Well, comes your way later tonight at 7 o'clock on YouTube for the buy-in, the pre-show. Then the main show starts at 8 o'clock from Chicago, Illinois, at the Now Arena. And we got a stacked card for you guys. And the second major, the third major pay-per-view of the year for AEW, coming off of Revolution in March, and then All Out, which was in late April, early May, and now we got Double or Nothing, I should say, and then now we got All Out, which is basically like their WrestleMania almost, or their SummerSlam. Then in November, early November, I think it's November the 5th, I think it's November the 5th. I have it written down. Let me just check. I think it's November, somewhere between, I think November the 5th or November the 7th. Somewhere in that weekend, the first weekend of November, is Full Gear, and that'll be in St. Louis, Missouri. That'll be some good shit. As we're on the road, after tonight, we're on the road to Full Gear and the 2-year anniversary of Dynamite, by the way. We celebrate the 100th episode of Dynamite, and now we're on the road to the 2-year anniversary of Dynamite, coming up, I think, in October. So, some good stuff coming your way this month and going into next month. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. After tonight, we have Dynamite in Cincinnati on Wednesday. Week after that, in Newark, New Jersey, at the Prudential Center. This guy will be there. So we have that, and then the week after that is Dynamite Grand Slam from Queens, New York City, and that's going to be a big show, and maybe the debut of a guy named Adam Cole, baby. But who knows? It might be tonight. But we'll see. We'll talk about that in a minute. And then October begins. You got the 2-year anniversary, and then we're on the road to Full Gear. And that'll be the final pay-per-view of the year for AEW. And we'll see what happens with that. So let's get to the predictions really quickly. So I want to get the predictions and then maybe some quickie news before we end the show. And that's it. All right, let's get into it. Let's not waste any more of your time that I already wasted. All right, so we'll begin with the pre-show, the buy-in. Usually always has a pre-show and one match. So on the buy-in, we have a 10-man tag team match pitting the best friends. Give me a hug. We have our good friend Orange Cassidy, Chucky T, Chucky Taylor, and Wheeler, Utah, teaming up with Jurassic Express, Jungle Boy Jack Perry, Luchasaurus, and that little runt Marco Stunt. No, he's not in the match, thank God. So those 5 are going to take on the Hardy Family Office, consisting of Big Money Matt Hardy, Private Party Isaiah Cassidy and Mark Quinn, and the Hybrid 2 of Angelico and Jack Evans. And we'll probably have the Blade at ringside too. So we'll see what happens with that. And Allie will be doing her thing in the Casino Battle Royale, the Women's Casino Battle Royale. But that's it. And if you're wondering, the Butcher is injured. That's why we haven't seen him in a couple weeks. He had surgery, I think, on his arm or his leg. So that's why he's not on TV right now. He's injured. But he should be coming back to the Hardy Family Office pretty damn soon. So my thoughts and prayers go out to the Butcher. So when the Butcher comes back, the Butcher and the Blade will be back together and hopefully going after those tag team belts. It is what it is, and that's it. I'll get to the chat later because I want to get through this thing, and I already got one guy in there that I really don't want to talk to. I don't know why he's on my fucking video. So, since you stalk me and you stalk my good friend, Double Z, why not, right? Right there, Brian. You hillbilly. Need your freaking teeth taken out. Need a whole new grill, dude. Go see a dentist. Actually, the dentist probably won't want to see you with that grill. Anyway, all right. So we get to this 10-man tag team match, and this came about from last week on Rampage. Actually, yeah, I think it came on. Was it Rampage? I think it was Rampage. I forgot. Yeah, I think it was Rampage. When yeah, it was from Rampage when all these all these teams just started fighting. On Dynamite as well. Most of them were in the cage, and then on Rampage, they just everybody's beating the crap out of each other. So it is what it is. So this feud has been going on for a while. Matt Hardy and his Hardy family office. Getting into the being a thorn in the side of the best friends. Of Orange Cassidy, Chucky T, and Wheeler Utah. Still Trent, a good friend Trent is still injured. I think he has a pec injury or something like that. What else is new? And now Jurassic Express gets involved in this fucking thing, and my neighbor's looking at my yard. Great, I'm gonna have to hear from the neighbors. So I don't know what. He knows I'm home, but he's like, "What are you doing here?" I told him I'm waiting for the landscaper to come. I told him I spoke to him. I spoke to him, and I spoke to one of the lovely ladies that in his house. I don't know if it's his girlfriend or just somebody who lives there and everything. I told him that don't mind the yard. I'm just renting the house. I told the landscaper about it. He's on vacation until after Labor Day, so I'm hoping by Tuesday or Wednesday, he can come and fix my yard. I could do it, but it's really time consuming, and I gotta work. So only on my off days I can do it. So I would do it today, but the weather's it's crappy. And plus tomorrow I'm going out, so I can't do it tomorrow. So maybe this week I might do some of it if the landscaper doesn't come by the end of the week. But so it is what it is, and that's all I gotta say about that. So anyway, so getting back to this match, I'm gonna go with the best friends to pick and Jurassic Express to pick up the win. I mean, really doesn't. I mean, it doesn't push anybody really. Most of them are in the mid card anyway. But I just think the best friends and Jurassic Express are gonna win, and that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Most of these guys are you see them on Dynamite or on Dark or Elevation, maybe sometimes on Rampage, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm not really looking forward to the match. This could have been done on Dynamite this week, but they put this match in and took out Andrade and Pac. So, which sucks. I wanted to see Andrade and Pac go at it, and now probably have to wait. I don't know when that match is gonna happen. Actually, so I don't know. I don't know if it's Pac's visa. Because Pac comes from England, so with these fucking travel restrictions going on, with Pac, Andrade I think lives in Florida, so I don't know what's up with that. I think it's just it's something to do with Pac. I don't think it's Andrade. That's why the match was canceled. But it's gonna happen on a future episode of Rampage, and it's due to Pac having travel issues with this fucking pandemic. And we wish they would stop that shit. Especially all the people that come over from England and Japan and other countries, like in India. Rio's in this damn thing. Emi Sakura is in this in the casino battle royale. Hikaru Shida is from Japan, but I think she's living in America now. It's just certain people that are coming over from Japan. Satoshi Kojima as well, and they can come in, but a guy like Pac, he can't come in because of the travel restrictions with the United States and England. So you can't go. You can go to England, but sometimes you can't come back from England. So it doesn't pay to go to London sometimes because those fucking travel restrictions. What do you want to do? It's crazy. So yeah, but we'll see that match on Rampage this week or in the future, but we'll see. So anyway, like I said, I got the best friends in Jurassic Express to pick up the win, and that's it. All right, now we go to the main show, which begins at 8 o'clock, and got 9 matches on the card. Most of them are probably gonna go at maybe some of the matches will probably go 30, maybe 45 minutes, but I would think the longest matches that'll go will probably be the tag team title match between the Young Bucks and the Lucha Brothers in the cage for the tag team belts. That's probably gonna go at least 20, maybe 30 minutes at most. I think Kenny and Christian will probably go about 20, 25 minutes maybe for the AEW World Title, and CM Punk and Darby. I would think that match might go 15 minutes at most, 15, 20 minutes at most, but we'll see, because I'm hoping that ends the show, Punk and Darby. If it doesn't, then I really don't give a shit about the rest of the show. You have to end with Punk and Darby, especially if it's in Chicago. So if I was Tony Khan and I was the Bucks and Cody and everybody else, the EVPs, I would put Punk and Darby at the end and start with the debut of that guy named Bryan Danielson. But I don't know where he's going to be on this whole show. If he's going to start the show, or he's going to be in the middle of the show, or he's going to be at the end of the show. That's what I would have done. I would have brought out, Punk beats Darby, and maybe 2.0 comes out. The beat, have another beat down and everything. Blah blah blah. Punk and company once again, clean house. And then Darby and Punk are staring at each other. Maybe they have a handshake or something like that. Then the lights go out. Then you hear, the final countdown begins, and the fans going nuts. And then Bryan Danielson comes out. The lights come back on. He comes out. The riff starts playing, and he comes out, and he starts doing yes, yes, yes. Down the, well, maybe he'll do that, or he'll just go straight down the ramp while the fans are singing, the final countdown. I'm hoping that he comes out with that, but a lot of people are saying he's going to come out with his his WWE theme, the Flight of the Valkyries, and then the fans are like, yes, 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 and that ends the show. Yes, yes, and then Punk and Bryan are like staring at each other. Or like Punk and Bryan are just staring at each other, and then Danielson's like, something like that. Something's gonna happen between them, I think, at the end of the show, but we'll see. And that's it. That's all I gotta say about that, and we'll see what happens with that. All right, so let's begin the main show predictions with the the Casino Battle Royale, the 21-woman Casino Battle Royale. And as far as they can find 21 women, but it is what it is. The winner gets an AEW Women's World Title shot in the future. So we got Nyla Rose, the Native Beast. We got Thunder Rosa, not that Rosa, but Thunder Rosa, Miss Melissa, the very hot Melissa Cervantes. I keep saying Melanie Cervantes, but that's somebody else. Her real name is Melissa Cervantes, from San Antonio, Texas, by the way. So if Mr. Chase wants to go find Thunder Rosa's house, go find it. Go ahead and do it. All right, so we got Nyla Rose, Thunder Rosa, the Bunny, Allie, Big Swole is in this thing. The beautiful Ty Conti, and another beautiful lady, Diamante, whose last name is the same last name as our good buddy Double Z. But I won't say what her last name is, because if Double Z is watching, God forbid, he might have to kick my ass. Yep, he was in there. I'll kick him. You can kick him out because you put him in timeout there, Nick. That's all I gotta say about that. You call my friend's toilet paper? So now he's stalking me. Good job. Now I got a fucking hillbilly on my back. Who has fucking messed up teeth. Fuck that guy. That guy could suck. Well, I would say he could suck my dick, but his teeth are like all fucked up, so he'd probably just gum my dick. Be a really sloppy blowjob. Not the first time I had a sloppy blowjob in my life. That's all I gotta say about that. Not from a guy, but I've had girls that have had not much teeth give me a sloppy blowjob. It is what it is, Not the first time I got a really sloppy blowjob, but most of the time, every time I get my dick sucked, it's pretty damn good, because some girls can suck a mean dick, and I know from experience. So, my very first girl I dated sucked my dick. Was pretty good at it. I didn't finish or anything, because it was it was supposedly in a secluded area, but there was like cars around. I was like, I don't want people looking at my dick or anything. So no, this is way before Mr. Who showed his penis and everything. But that was before YouTube came around. Thank God nobody filmed that. God forbid that would have been up on YouTube. But YouTube didn't come around until 2005, 2006. And first time I got my dick sucked was in 2000. So 99, 2000. So way before YouTube. That's all I got to say about that. And then when I really got when I really got a blowjob was from my ex-girlfriend. From my ex-girlfriend Ashley Marie. And then after that, I got it from my wifey Rosa for basically 13 years sucking my dick. Then I got a little side action with a nice hot as fuck Asian chick that I still talk to, but we don't hang out as much as we used to. So, and there'll probably be more fucking chicks sucking my dick. Because you know why? I'm Mr. VIP and you're not. So probably have more hot, chicks sucking my dick. Some Asian chicks, some I got a nice hot Italian chick wanting my dick. And she's a hot Italian, by the way. I mean, hot. She is one fine piece of, one. I'd love to fuck the shit out of her. But can't because I'm, married. But, it is what it is. But you can always have something on the side. It's my side bitch. It is what it is. So, you didn't hear that. Anyway, we'll move on from that. So we got, go back to this casino battle royale thing. We got, hold on just a second. Okay. We got Nyla Rose, Thunder Rosa, the Bunny, Big Swole, Ty Conti, Diamante. We got the Bad Girl, Penelope Ford. We got Red Velvet, stirring it up in your mama's kitchen. That's a great place to come from if you're a wrestler. It's like weighing in at 125 pounds from your mama's kitchen. Okay. Red Velvet. So, as we all know, the demon assassin, demon bride, you know, as we all know her as Valerie Sky, Rosemary, she comes from the shadows. But if I had a federation and I had a women's wrestler, she's kind of creepy and everything. Here's what I would do. Nick, you'll love this one. Weighing in at 110 pounds from your bedroom, the slut. I don't know. I made it up. It wasn't funny. I apologize. I tried. From the Bronx, New York, from Hunts Point, New York, from the bowels of Hunts Point, New York, the prostitute. Because there's a lot of prostitutes in the Bronx. Not that I've gone to Hunts Point, but if you ever watch that show on HBO, Hookers on the Point. You ever watch that show, Hookers on the Point, on HBO? When it's basically a show that it's on late at night. It's like a series usually, and they show the life of of prostitutes. And sometimes they show they don't show fully. You know what I mean? They show the prostitutes getting on with the Johns and everything. Sucking some dick. You can hear them, but you can't see them getting the guys getting off or anything. You can hear the guy, the girls like, sucking that cock and everything, and then there's, some guys go, oh my god, I'm gonna come, but, and then they'll have some things where the guy's banging a chick, but you can't see them. I mean, they're in the car. You can see the car just like rocking back and forth, and you can hear the guy and the girl like, doing their thing and everything. So it's like porn, but you don't see it. It sucks. That's why HBO sucks most of the time. Sometimes, but they also had a show like Nick said in the chat, Real Sex, and they show a little bit of sex, porn, but that is it. They show a little bit of guys ramming chicks in the ass and all that other good shit, but most of the time it's just about educational shit. Like they'll go to a nudist colony, they'll have tantric sex, then they have the interviews on the street, like Real Sex Take 2. Has your husband fingered you in the ass lately? Oh, I don't want to do that. Yeah, they ask these weird questions, and then they go into like another segment, which is basically that segment or something like that. But it was a good show. I don't have HBO no more, so I don't even know if it's on HBO Max at this point. But I don't want to buy that. That's another $10 wasted out of my freaking money. I mean, I already have Disney Plus. I have Amazon, which is I have Amazon Prime on my on my PS4. I don't have PS5 yet because I don't have the money for it. So I have Disney Plus, I have Amazon, I got Hulu, I got Paramount TV, because I gotta have my Beavis and Butthead, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's right, Butthead. He said my thing. He said my name, Butthead. So long, Beavis. Shut up, Butthead. That was cool. Okay. Yeah, so get to watch Beavis and Butthead on Paramount, amongst the other stuff that's on Paramount. I got Hulu. I got Discovery Plus. which I don't pay for. Paramount I gotta pay for. I pay like $5 a month. And I would get Peacock, but no. How about no? I don't want the Peacock. And they're lagging for their streams when it comes to WWE pay-per-views. No, no, thank you. And I got New Japan World on my computer, which I get for free. I'm on Honor Club for Ring of Honor, get that for free. So I gotta watch a lot of wrestling. And I do pay for what's the other one called? Hold on, I gotta get a coaster. Where the hell's my coaster? That's not good. Where the hell's my coaster? Someone check my coaster. Here it is. Gotta have your coaster when you have our sponsor, as of course, Pepsi. Gotta have a coaster when you're drinking next to your thing, and then you gotta have you're drinking, and then you go, oh shit, on your king size bed or whatever. But it is what it is, and I just knocked over a whole bunch of shit. Whatever. But yeah, I got so much streaming stuff. It's not even funny. For wrestling wise, got Honor Club, I got Ring of Honor, I got New Japan. I have to buy when I do buy stuff on the Fight Network. I pay for that. Bleacher Report, what's it called? Bleacher Report, I think it's called. Whatever. So, and that's all I gotta say about that. But it is what it is. All right, so I've gone like 45 minutes. I haven't even said anything. Anyway, all right. So like I said, Nyla Rose, Thunder Rosa, the Bunny, Big Swole, Ty Conti, Diamante, Penelope Ford, Red Velvet from Your Mama's Kitchen. We also got Hikaru Shida, the former women's champion. We got Emi Sakura, the fake, the female version of Freddie Mercury. And I heard she comes out with another Japanese chick now. I think there's a little faction now, little Japanese faction out now with Emi Sakura, and there's another chick. I think they called I forgot what they called, but yeah, they were on Dark or Elevation. I think they called Pencil or something like that. I forget what it was called. But I didn't follow it, so I don't know it, so I can't tell you. But it is what it is. So yeah, Emi Sakura is in it. We got that bitch Jade Cargill, which I think is gonna win the whole thing. We got Kiera Hogan, Abaddon, everyone's favorite psycho, Abaddon. Peter Avalon's favorite person in the whole wide world next to Leafa Bates, but it is what it is. I mean, have you seen Abaddon lately? Especially without the makeup? She can get those vitamins. But she puts that makeup on, she starts creeping you out. Especially with the blood coming out of her mouth. Like, no, please. No, you cannot suck my dick with that, the Gene Simmons blood coming out of your mouth. I don't know where that blood's been. That might not even be real blood or fake blood. It might be period blood coming up from your stomach. No, thank you. I want to suck your cock. No, thank you. No, thank you, Abaddon. If you want to suck somebody's cock, go call New Jack, okay? Motherfucker. What'd you say my name, motherfucker? Oh, I'm sorry, New Jack. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go back to the bar. Go hang out with Mike. Go hang out with Mike. No, I didn't. Hey! What did you say my name? I was just talking about New Jack. You were hanging out with him at the bar. Oh, I thought you wanted me to be on your show and everything. No, not now. Maybe later, but not now, dude. I mean, come on. You know, you're like you said, you're awesome and everything, but you know, I don't, not now. You know, go have a pint on me, okay? Here's $50. Get the hell out of here, okay? Shut up, Gilmore. I'm gonna take this $50 and shove it up your ass and put you through a freaking table. Eh. How many times you said that? I want my $50 back now. Every time you said that about 500 times, and you never put me through a fucking table. Mike. Go back to New Jack. Go smoke some weed. Go have a pint on me. Go have a beer on me, okay? Get out of here. I mentioned New Jack and he comes around. Go figure. But anyway, I don't know how I get from Abaddon to New Jack and Mike Awesome out of that whole thing, but go figure. Yeah, so we got Abaddon's in this match. Layla Hirsch, Kylan King, Rebel, or Reba, whatever. Jamie Hayter, our good friend Anna J. Well, the Dark Order. Little old Rio. Well, not little old Rio, little young Rio. We got a woman called Sky Blue. Whoever that is. Probably some bitch from Dynamite, not Dynamite, Elevation or Dark. That's number 20. And number 21 will be the ever popular TBA. But as we all know, if you heard the rumors going around that Ruby Soho will be making her AEW debut tonight in the Casino Battle Royale. So that's TBA. That's her other name. And maybe some other girls might be in it. Who knows? You know, it's the same thing, the same basic thing, you know, with other battle royales, like Casino Battle Royale. You have 4 suits, you know, basically you have 5 people. Well, 4 people. I don't know how it goes. I think you got your hearts, you get the hearts, you got the clubs, the spades, and the diamonds, and then the Joker, of course. So we got that, and the winner gets a title shot, either Britt Baker or Chris Statlander. You know, going into this thing, I already said from the start that if Jade Cargill's in this battle royale, she's gonna win it. Now Anna Jay's in it. It's hard to pick between. I have 3 picks, and it's hard to pick one. And all 3 I want to fuck in the ass, but it is what it is. You know, originally I had Jade Cargill to win. Now that Anna Jay's back, now she's in it. She's got a good shot to win. Thunder Rosa has a great shot to win. So it's between one of those three hot chicks. So I'm gonna go with my original pick. I'm gonna go with Jade Cargill to get the win, and she will be next on the list for next on the list for Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, baby, or the first opponent for Chris Statlander. But we'll see what happens with that. So I'm gonna go with that bitch, Jade Cargill, to win the Casino Battle Royale and get a future women's title shot. And that's all I gotta say about that. If you don't like it, kiss my ass and lick my balls. And that's it. All right. After that, we start the men's matches. Well, we got. I guess should I go to the other women's match, or should I save that for later? Nah, I'll save it for later. Anyway, I'm just gonna run down the card after that. All right. Next up, we got our good friend Jon Moxley, the new GCW Heavyweight Champion of the World, as he beat that piece of shit Matt Cardona last night at the Art of War Games in Chicago. He came out as Matt Cardona's mystery partner and proceeded to kick his ass, hit him with the paradigm shift. 1, 2, 3, and then takes off his mask, and it's Jon Moxley. And so Moxley wins the new look GCW World Heavyweight Championship. And then our good friend Nick freaking Gage comes out, and they have an epic stare down. So yeah, that match is going to be happening in October, I believe. Well, it might be on Dynamite. You never know when that match might happen. It could be on Dynamite, or it could be on on GCW pay per view, the next GCW show, wherever that is. I think it's in I think the next show is in no, they already had one in San Antonio. I think it might be at the next Atlantic City show, which I think is sometime this month or next month. I don't know. I have to ask Mikey Mittens about that. So, but glad that Moxley won the GCW title. Matt Cardona can go back to Matt Cardona can go back to fucking Chelsea Green in the ass. I guess I don't know. Nothing wrong with that, but he sucks. Woo woo woo! You blew it again. That didn't mean blow your load. I mean you blew it. You lost your title. So yeah, but I can't wait for Nick fucking Gage and Moxley in a death match for that belt. Oh, it's gonna be bloody and it's gonna be brutal. And I hope it's in Atlantic City. I would love to go see that. It's going to be fucking insane. And that's all I got to say about that. But anyway, before he has his showdown with Mr. Nick fucking Gage, he takes on New Japan's very own, the legend, Satoshi Kojima. And then later we have Sushi. No, just kidding. So this was originally supposed to be Moxley. Well, he put up an open challenge to anybody in Japan. And I think 10 people. Yeah, 10 contracts, I think, and one person signed it. And that one person was Satoshi Kojima. We all thought it was going to be Tanahashi for the IWGP United States belt, but there was some scheduling conflicts with Tanahashi, especially because last night was I think night one of Wrestle Grand Slam at the Tokyo Dome, or the MetLife Dome, they're calling it now. So at the Big Egg, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, so they had that. So he couldn't have just had the match with Ibushi. I think he won, and then come right over, get the red eye, come back to the States, have his match with Moxley, and then go right back to Japan. Well, that's not gonna happen. So instead of that dream match, we would all love to see, which may be at Full Gear this year, we'll see. Moxley's got to take on a legend from Japan, former New Japan IWGP Heavyweight Champion, among other titles he's held in his time. He's also been in Impact for a couple of shows. Satoshi Kojima. So this should be a pretty good match. I'm gonna go with Moxley to win, obviously, because I think he's just gonna tear through everybody in New Japan again until he gets Tanahashi. We'll see. I think we'll see Tanahashi and Moxley for the IWGP United States belt. I think at Full Gear 3 in November, but we'll see. Then again, if it doesn't happen in November, I would think that it could happen at Wrestle Kingdom 16, or whatever number it's up to now. I think it's up to 16. So might see that in January. But we shall see what happens with that. So I'm going to go with Moxley to pick up the victory, and that's it. And we move on from there. And you can also send your, if you're in the chat, you can let me know your predictions as well, and we'll compare, and that's it. That's pretty much it. All right, so after that, we go to your bathroom break match of the night. Obviously, this should be on the pre-show, but it is what it is. We got QT Marshall with members of the Nightmare Factory. Most notably, Aaron Solo and Captain Caveman Nick Camarado, and other people from the Nightmare Factory. He's taking on the Big Slow. Well, it's the Big Slow. Now, Paul White in a meaningless piece of crap, waste of time match. It'll probably last 3 minutes, at most 5. But you can go to the bathroom, come back, the match will be over. And yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. And now look, with last week with Paul White coming out and running off the Nightmare Factory, and then the Gun Club comes out, Billy Gunn and his 2 sons. Then Billy Gunn turns on the Big Show like he would do in WWE. So now Billy Gunn is in this whole thing with the Nightmare Factory. With Colton and Austin Gunn and Billy Gunn, of course. So like the numbers game is not in favor of the Big Slow. But when it all comes down to it, I think the Big Slow is gonna get the win. He's gonna knock the fuck out of QT Marshall. And that's all I gotta say about that. Wouldn't it be funny if Tony Baloney came down the ring and turned on him? I know it's not gonna happen, but it would be funny. Have Tony, since Tony Baloney and Tony Baloney and Paul White do Elevation together, so it would be kind of funny. You have Tony Baloney turning on his broadcast partner. So you have you have heel Tony Schiavone and you have Big Show. What do you mean you hit me? Well, it's part of the storyline. Some stupid reason. It is what it is, and that's all I gotta say about that. So I'm gonna go with the Big Slow to pick up the win, and I really don't give 2 shits about the match, and that's that. All right, then we go to the nitty gritty. Now we start getting into some of the big time matches you'll see on the card. So let's get into the AEW TNT Championship, where we got our good friend, the champion, Mito Smash Nana Pussy, yeah. The Redeemer, the God's champion, whatever he calls himself. He takes on the New York King, Eddie Kingston, for the title. Now, this came about as Miro just steamrolling through the roster basically, and now he's like, bring me the Mad King, basically, who is Eddie Kingston, and Eddie came out last week, and they had a little thing, didn't really go anywhere, and then as we saw on Rampage, Miro called him out again, and then Eddie Kingston comes out, so it's kind of like a promo saying, it's like, your neck and the DDT are your weakness, and I'm gonna exploit it, and I'm gonna become the champ, because you're not God's, you're not God's champion, you're just basically bullshit. So we'll see what happens. It's gonna be a pretty competitive match, but it's even though Eddie's from New York, even though he's from the Bronx, New York, because he roots for that shit team called the Yankees. It is what it is. As much as he's a New Yorker, I'm gonna go with Miro to retain the title and continue on his long reign as TNT champion. Right? I don't know who could beat him at this point. Maybe, I was gonna say maybe Bryan Danielson, maybe, but I don't know if Bryan Danielson would like that title. But it is what it is. But I do see Miro losing. I just don't know to who at this point. If you guys know, then let me know. I know that's it. So I'm gonna go with Miro to retain the AEW TNT Championship, and that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. All right, after that, we get to the AEW Women's World Championship, where we have Chris Statlander, the #1 contender, going against our good friend, Mrs. Adam Cole, baby, and that is Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, baby. and she will have Rebel in her corner. I don't know about Jamie Hayter, but we'll see what happens with that. Um, should be a pretty decent match. Chris Statlander coming out a couple weeks ago on Rampage to save Red Velvet, and then we saw the re-debut of Jamie Hayter, which kind of looked like Becky Lynch, but she came out, made her return slash re-debut, beating up Chris Statlander, and now joining back up with her best friend, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, baby. Along with Rebel, of course. And as we saw last week, Statlander got involved with Britt Baker and Rebel. Statlander faced Rebel and Jamie Hayter in a 2-on-1 handicap match. She won that by putting Rebel in a spider submission, and she won. And then basically got beat down by everybody. And then Red Velvet came out for the save. So don't know if that's going to become a tag team match on Dynamite this coming week, but we'll see what happens. This is Britt Baker's, I think, second or third defense of her title. She's held it since basically April or May. So it's only held the belt for like about 3 months or so. So I don't see her. I just don't see Britt Baker losing the title to Chris Statlander. I was hoping like 2 years ago, this match would have came about, but since Britt Baker broke her leg, thanks to Nyla Rose, we never got Britt Baker versus Chris Statlander, because then Chris Statlander got injured, and she was out for a while, and then she came back, and now we finally get this match that we've been waiting 2 years for. But I think in the end, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, baby, will pick up the victory. I think thanks to Rebel or Jamie Hayter. Maybe Red Velvet comes out to help Chris Statlander. It's going to be a humongous clusterfuck, but we'll see. But I'm going to go with Britt Baker to retain the title. And then probably her next opponent will probably be the winner of the Casino Battle Royale, which could be at the September 22nd show, which I think is going to be a huge, huge show. Probably titles galore in that show, but we'll see. So she can face the winner of the Casino Battle Royale. Could be Jade Cargill, could be Anna Jay, could be Thunder Rosa. It could be anybody. They can put that on the September 22nd show, or they might keep that till the 2-year anniversary show. And then we'll see what happens with that. And then maybe have a rematch at Full Gear. And see what happens with that. But I don't see Britt Baker losing that belt anytime soon. I just don't. And if she did, it's probably going to be the either Jade Cargill, Anna Jay, or Thunder Rosa at this point. That's the top 3 contenders right now. Next to Chris Statlander. But I think after this match, Statlander's going to go back down to the probably number 2, number 3 slot. But we'll see what happens with that. So I'm going to go with Jade Cargill to pick up the victory. And that's okay. Give me. Sorry about that. All right, so we'll move on from there. If I can, let me see if I can. Okay, no, I can't. Give me one second, and I will be Sorry, I had to answer the missus. Sorry. So she's busy with her friends. So, well, I'm suffocating in this hot house. I'm gonna put the heat on soon. I don't want to take my shirt off because you don't want that. No, I'm in my Mr. Chief Mojo Rising shirt. No, the Doors shirt. Jim Morrison. The day just goes the night, night just goes the day. Okay, I'm not gonna sing it. Is everybody in? The show's about to begin. This one's for you, Princess Smiley Face. From Chief Mojo Rising. Hey, 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 hey. Jim. the naked Indian. Is what it is. All right, so Britt Baker will beat Chris Statlander, retain the AEW Women's World Championship, and that's pretty much it. All right, then we go to Chris Jericho, the champion, the demo god. He takes on our favorite person in the whole wide world, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, in the their fourth match, and this is the last fight, as they call it, or as Jericho calls it, the last fight. You know, it's not a street fight; it's just a regular one-on-one match. But if Jericho loses this match, he will never wrestle again. Well, for AEW. He's done. He's retiring from in-ring competition if he loses this match. And we'll see what happens with that. But this feud has been going on since basically last year. Basically since both men came into the company. We all remember when MJF was friends with Cody. Then he turned on Cody at the first Full Gear. And when Cody was going against Jericho for the AEW World Title, MJF turned on him and basically kind of sided with Jericho a little bit. And then, he was kind of in the inner circle a little bit. And then he turned on Jericho and formed his own group called the Pinnacle with Wardlow, FTR, and Shawn Spears, along with Tully Blanchard, of course. Which is basically going nowhere. It's basically gone nowhere right now. So, I mean, he beat him the first time. I forget what pay-per-view that was. I think it was at Full Gear 2, I think. It was a regular match. And then the second time he beat him was basically at Blood and Guts in a cage match where he pushed Jericho off the cage. Then he beat him again on Dynamite in the 5 Labors of Jericho, the final match of the Labors. It is what it is. So he's now 3-0 against Jericho. And, Jericho says, well, right, if I can't beat MJF one more, I want one more match. And if I can't beat MJF, well, I don't belong here anymore. And MJF's like, well, what I got to do to prove to you? And what do I have to prove? I got nothing to prove here. I beat you 3 times. I'll just beat you again, and you're out of here. So we got that. So we'll see what happens with all that. I think this will be a good match. I do see a lot of interference in this match. I think the Pinnacle will get involved. Definitely. I think Shawn Spears will get involved. The Pinnacle will get involved. I think the Inner Circle will get involved. Santana Ortiz, Sammy Guevara, maybe Jake Hager. I think all of them will get involved. Tully Blanchard will probably get involved. It's just going to be a chaotic match. And we'll see what happens with that. I don't want to see Jericho lose this match, so we don't see, epic matches to come, especially with Bryan Danielson and Punk coming in. Well, now Punk is in, and Danielson making his debut. I would love to see a match with Jericho and Bryan Danielson again. Maybe another Punk Jericho feud can happen, like it had 6-7 years ago. We can get that. If Adam Cole comes in, I'd love to see Adam Cole versus Chris Jericho. Maybe if Bray Wyatt comes in, we can see Bray Wyatt and Belch. No, we can see Bray Wyatt and Jericho go at it one-on-one. Maybe you could even see Andrade and Jericho go at it. Or maybe Miro and Jericho go at it. I think Jericho's got a little bit left in the tank. I know he's 51 now. So, he's been in the company since its inception in 2018. So, and most of the people who originally signed are now re-signing with the company through 2023. That's why Britt Baker re-signed her contract. So WWE doesn't try to steal them, but they probably will. Maybe in 2023, we'll probably be seeing people from AEW ship back over to the WWE. Hopefully not, but I don't think anybody wants to go back to the WWE at this point because they'll probably be dead in 2 years. Not that it's already dead now, but we'll see what happens with that. But I'm going to go with Jericho to pick up the win. Finally beat MJF because MJF has not been, well, he's been pinned, but not. I don't think he's been pinned in one-on-one matches. I think he's been pinned in tag team matches. I think. I know he has. I think 2 losses. I think, but I think those have came on maybe a disqualification and count out or something like that. But he hasn't been pinned as far as I know. But I think Jericho will win the match with the Judas Effect elbow, or maybe he might hit the code breaker, or he might even use the lion, the lion tamer, or whatever he calls it, the walls of Jericho. One of them, he's gonna use one of his moves on MJF. He's gonna pin him, and he's gonna win, and MJF will finally have his first L in that loss column. And Jericho will continue on, and we'll be singing Judas for years to come. We don't want to have Jericho not be in the ring and hear him every Friday night on Rampage. I mean, kind of good, kind of bad, but it is what it is. But, if we don't see Jericho in the ring again, and especially for AEW, then, there might be a chance he goes back to Vince. But I don't think, would you really want to see Jericho go back to Vince one more time? I wouldn't. Unless it's for the Hall of Fame, but wrestling-wise, no. Because if he does go back to WWE, who's he going to fight? Besides maybe Roman and maybe Kevin Steen again. I mean, who can he fight besides Roman? And who wants to see, Jericho and Roman for the Universal title or the WWE title? I don't want to see that. It'd be nice to see Jericho on your TV screen again. Roar is Jericho! But I'd rather just have him stay in AEW, as an in-ring competitor. And, later on, yeah, I can see him, retiring for good and going on the commentary team on Rampage. But I don't think he'll lose this match. I really don't think he will lose tonight. But you never know. So I'm going to go with Jericho to beat MJF for the first time. MJF will get his first loss. And that'll probably beat it. And that's that. All right, I'll look at that later. All right, so we got that. How many matches we got left here? Let's see here. Okay, talked about that. So we got 3 matches left. Okay. All right, got 3 matches left because I'm going to save the big one for the end. All right, next up, we got the AEW Tag Team Championships that's going to be held inside a steel cage, brother. As we have the champs, the 1-year-long reigning champs, the Young Bucks. And it's time for a super kick party! I think there will be a lot of super kicks in this match. We got Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks, coming out with their good buddy, the Stooge, Brandon Cutler, as they take on the number 1 contenders, the Lucha Brothers, led to the ring by Alex Abrahantes, Rey Fenix, and our good friend from Mexico, Pentagon Zero. Miedo. And that's it. This is going to probably steal the show. I think it will steal the show. I mean, these guys have fought so many times in so many promotions. It is just insane. I know the first time we saw them fight was at All In. Remember that one? The first one. Not All In, not All Out. Or if you want to call it All Out, now this would be the 4th one, but it's really the 3rd one. It was All In, and then All Out became his own stuff. Own thing. So, but at All In, they fought in that ladder death match for the AAA Tag Team Championships, which the Young Bucks had, and then the Lucha Brothers won that, became the AAA Tag Team Championships, and then when Dynamite started, we all thought that it was I had in the finals the Young Bucks and the Lucha Brothers in the finals of the AEW tag team tag team tournament, I should say, to crown the first ever champions. But the Young Bucks lost in the first round of Private Party, and the Lucha Brothers went all the way to the finals, and they lost to SCU, and then basically never got a tag team title shot for a while. And I was kind of pissed. I'm like, what are you doing here? And I was like, oh, yep, the Young Bucks are using the political card. They made SCU win. Then they gave it to Kenny and Hangman Page, and then they lost it to FTR, who then lost it to the Bucks, and now the Bucks have had it for like a year plus right now. But the Lucha Brothers have stayed around. They win this little 14 tournament, which they were obviously going to win anyway, and the spoiler was already out that they were going to get the match at All Out in the cage. Well, the cage match wasn't put in until Tony Khan put it in, and Tony Khan's pissed off as it is at the Bucks and Don Callis and the entire Elite. So I wouldn't be shocked if something happens with Mr. Tony Khan, but it is what it is. But it's gonna be another great match, another hellacious match. Maybe some blood. It's in a cage, so who knows? Probably a ton of spots off the cage, maybe on top of the cage, because it's that the AEW Hell in a Cell type cage without the top on it. So there'll probably be a lot of big time spots on the top of the cage. Maybe like a super duper Mexican or Canadian destroyer from the top of the cage through a table or something like that. These guys are insane. So somebody might get hurt in this match. So hopefully not. But I think in the end, I'm gonna go with the Lucha Brothers to win. I think it's just time for them to win. I think the reign of the Elite will probably be disintegrated after tonight. But yeah, that'll be it. I think the Elite will probably be beltless after. Well, not beltless after tonight, but the tag team belts will be gone from the Young Bucks, and the only tag belts they'll have is the Good Brothers with the Impact tag team belts. So they'll probably lose them at Victory Road coming up, I think, at the end of this month. But we'll see what happens with that. So I'm going to go with the Lucha Brothers to pick up the victory, and hopefully go on a nice long run with the belts. And if they get the belts and their first opponent, besides a rematch, I think their first opponent should be Santana or Ortiz. I think Proud and Powerful LAX should get the first shot, because they're due, man. They are really due. LAX is really due for a tag title shot, and they really should be tag team champions. All those tag teams should be champions right now. Even Jurassic Express, I'll put them in there. I think any of those tag teams right now could be tag team champions. Private Party could be tag team champions someday. Jurassic Express could be tag team champions someday. FTR's already been champions. But we haven't seen the Lucha Brothers or Jurassic Express win the tag team titles yet. So, or Private Party as well. So maybe those three teams might win the tag team belts next. I know you got other tag teams like the Varsity Blondes and everything. You got Bear Country. There's a lot of tag teams in AEW that you can put in and get a title shot against the Lucha Brothers at this point. After tonight, but I would think the first shot and the ones that probably will beat the Lucha Brothers will probably be, I would think, if not FTR, it probably will be LAX. And the history between the Lucha Brothers and LAX, if you followed Impact and Mexico, those two teams have had wars in different versions of LAX. Homicide and Hernandez, or with Santana and Ortiz. With that what was that match called? The square circle, well, not the square circle sacrifice, with a what was it called? what was that match called? That was in TNA. I forgot the name of it, but they were fighting on the boards and everything. I mean, the actual boards of the ring and everything. I forgot what it was called. I think it was called the Gangsta's Paradise match or something like that. I forgot what it was called, but they had that match and beat the shit out of each other on the boards and doing all these insane moves on the boards and everything. Surprised none of the boards almost one of them I think broke one time. I think near the end of the match when I think they were trying to do the street sweeper and they hit it and the boards almost broke. That would have been bad. I mean, wrestling on boards itself is even bad. I mean, we've seen in CCW and GCW with the square circle of sacrifice. That's all I got to say about that. I don't know if we'll ever see one of those again. But you never know with LAX and the Lucha Brothers if they get to that point. But we'll see what happens. But I do see the Lucha Brothers getting the win over the Bucks. And the Bucks' reign as tag team champions will go bye-bye. And then I think eventually the Elite will probably be a thing of the past. And that's all I got to say about that. Because I think the only belt I'll have left is maybe the AEW World Title, which Kenny will have, and Kenny will probably lose that maybe tonight or maybe at Full Gear. But we'll see. And that's all I got to say about that. So, Lucha Brothers win the cage match and win the tag team belts, and that's all I got to say about that. All right, then we go to the AEW World Title match, like I said, with our good friend Kenny Omega defending against the Impact World Champion Christian Cage. Now, this should be pretty good. I think this will be, another match of the night. Christian winning the Impact Championship from Kenny in a shocking victory on the first Rampage 3 weeks ago. So he's held it for 3 weeks. And we'll be facing Ace Austin at Victory Road. It was almost was going to be Ace Austin and Tommy Dreamer. But, thankfully, that did not happen. Not anything bad about Tommy Dreamer or anything, but I think, 50-something years old, dude, you need to, I think Tommy Dreamer, you need to worry about, your podcast with Mr. Dave Meltzer or Dave LaGreca or whoever it is on the Busted Open podcast. Worry about your podcast instead of trying to get meaningless title matches that you're not going to win. Basically, that's it, Even though Tommy Dreamer has been a three-time ECW World Champion, former tag team champion as well, and former 29-time hardcore champion, which got eclipsed by R-Truth, by the way. So he is not the longest reigning. Well, if you want to put it that way, if you want to, if you don't want to count the 24/7 title as a hardcore title, then yeah, you can say that Tommy Dreamer is the longest reigning hardcore champion in wrestling history at 28, 29, I think. I know he beat Raven's record. So, but if you want to count the 24/7 title as a hardcore title, then that title is basically his 29-30 time reign is over because R-Truth won the 24/7 title 50 some odd times. 55, 60, 50, I don't know. I lost count. That belt's a joke in itself, but at least it has a great champion now in Reggie. But just the segments are kind of fucking corny as fuck. They just retire that belt and just have Reggie retire the belt. Reggie needs something else to do. I'm sorry. Can you give Reggie maybe an Intercontinental title shot? Or team him up with somebody and maybe go for the tag belts? Or maybe just send him over to Raw and then go for the United States title? He needs another title. Just give him a mid-card title. I don't give a shit. Just that 24/7 title is meaningless to him. All he just does is just like roam around. Oh, I'm Reggie. I don't have a French accent no more. I'm not the sommelier no more. I'm just going to do my Cirque du Soleil gymnastics moves. Yay! I'm just gonna make Vince come in his pants some even more on me, Hey Vince, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a 720. Look at me! Whee! That's good shit, Reggie. Oh, that's good shit. We're gonna give you the WWE title. God forbid. Vince would do it in a heartbeat. He would give Reggie the WWE title. He'll pin Bobby Lashley with some flippy dippity do move. And then Reggie will be the new WWE champion, and everybody would be pissed. And then, Vince is in the back like, oh, that's good shit. I love Reggie. Ah. You don't like it? You're fired. Right? We won't have to like it, Vince. We'll just go watch AEW for the rest of our lives. God forbid that nothing against Reggie because he's a great athlete and everything, but he needs another title, and he needs to get away from that 24/7 division, which is basically the catering division. R-Truth, Akira Tozawa, Drew Gulak, the Lucha Jobber Party, Humberto Carrillo, Ricochet, Dana Brooke can probably be in that too. But Reggie's going to lose that title to one of those two schmucks. And then we get more crap from that stupid title that should just be taken, put in a garbage can, and blown up. And in its place, bring back the European title. I'm sorry. Okay? At least the European title will be more prestigious than that 24/7 Olive Garden title, or what I call it now, the Titus Catering Championship. That's what it is. Nick will agree with me on that. It is the Titus Catering World Championship, given to the man who makes the best steaks in catering, Titus O'Neil. He just gives out the title, like, here, have a title. Thank you for the free view, asshole. That's it. But we move on from there. All right, so Kenny and Christian should be a good match. Christian's already beat Kenny once. He's got his number. But since last time we saw Christian, he was getting the crap beat out of him in the cage by basically the entire Elite. They hit the BTE trigger. Kenny hit the one-winged angel. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. And then really nothing happened on Rampage except a little video. And that was it. But it should be a good match. I mean, there was a leaked card. Supposedly there was a leaked card that was on the internet, which a certain guy named Mike Salim did a video on, laughing up a storm. But I think it was all fake. Somebody put that up as a fake. I don't think that was actually the actual results for the pay-per-view. But then again, who knows? But on the Elite card, they had Christian winning the AEW World Title and having 2 belts, like Kenny used to. Well, Kenny used to have 4 belts. Now Kenny has 2 belts, counting the AAA Mega Championship. So Christian was supposed to, on the Elite card, they said he was going to win the title and become a double champion, holding both belts. But like I said, don't believe everything you see on the internet. But anyway, I'm going to go with Kenny Omega, because I'm an Elite mark. But it is what it is. I'm like, I like Kenny a lot, but I followed Kenny's career ever since he started in Ring of Honor. So going into Japan, becoming a god of Japan, now a god in the professional wrestling world right now, next to that guy named Roman. And that's all I can say about that. So I'm gonna go with Kenny to retain the title. Probably a lot of chicanery near the end. It's not gonna be the main event. I don't think it should be the main event. I think it should be the co-main event. I think it should be the match before Punk Darby. That's what I would do. Just switch it. Have Punk Darby end the show in front of the Chicago crowd so they don't get pissed off. And, the entire internet wrestling community, the WC, gets his panties in a bunch. Why is the AEW doing this? Fuck Tony Khan! Why is this the main event? Why? So, but if Kenny and Christian is the main event, people are gonna be pissed. I'm people. But it is what it is, and we'll see what happens with that. So Kenny's gonna retain, and we'll see what happens with him, who his next challenger might be, and it might be a certain guy named Phil Brooks. Might be a guy named Bryan Danielson. Maybe it might be a guy named Adam Cole, baby. But a lot of people saying it might be Adam Page at Full Gear. I don't think it's gonna be Adam Page, because Adam Page right now, he's at home with his wife. I think he's about to have his baby. So he's probably gonna be out. If Adam Page does come back, I would think it's gonna be at Revolution next year, next February of 2022. I would think that would be his return. And then if he does get the title, I said he was going to get the title next year at Double or Nothing 2022. When you do, Kenny Omega and Adam Page. So I think Kenny will hold it through the rest of this year and go into early next year. Maybe fight off Danielson and maybe beat Punk, maybe beat Cole, and then who's waiting in the wings is Mr. Adam Page, and he gets his title shot at Double or Nothing 4 or 3. No, it's 4, I think. So, yeah, he'll get it at Double or Nothing and win the title and probably have a short title reign. But it is what it is. Now that Punk and Daniel Bryan and maybe Adam Cole are going to be in the company, I don't know if Adam Page will even sniff the fucking title. Maybe get the TNT title, but world title? I don't think so. I really don't think Adam Page will get the world title, as much as I want him to get it. And many others want Adam Page to become the champion. I was hoping to maybe this year, but he lost that match. That could have been tonight, and All Out if Punk and Daniel Bryan didn't sign and all that shit, or they might have done it at Full Gear. But it sucks that that Adam Page is getting really shafted by his supposed best friends, Kenny and the Bucks and Don Callis and Tony Khan and everybody. Basically shafted him. That's how I feel. Maybe Adam Page might really be the one guy. If somebody had to go from AEW over to WWE, he might be that guy. I hate to say that. I would hate for Adam Page to go over to WWE and become a humongous star. I would hate that. For Adam Page to basically tell Kenny and the Bucks, fuck you, you're not giving me a title shot, not going to make me world champion, fuck, I'm going to Vince, fuck you. I don't care if he ruins my career. At least maybe he'll give me the world title or a title besides the tag belts. I won with you, Kenny. But I don't know. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping if any one guy had him jump ship from AEW back to WWE, or went just was an AEW homegrown talent. That's pretty much all I gotta say about that. So I don't know with Adam Page at this point. I don't know. I follow him on Twitter, and I sometimes I tweet him and everything, message him privately, and it's like, dude, you should really have the world title by now. Never gets back to me, but it is what it is. And that's it. So, all right. So Kenny's going to beat Christian, retain the title, and then probably his next challenger will probably be Punk or Danielson. Or maybe Cole. Who knows? And that's it. All right. Then we go to the big one, what should be the main event of the evening in Chicago. We got Darby Allin we'll have Sting he'll come out with Sting, but Sting's not gonna be at ringside. It's gonna be one-on-one, mano y mano, or mano y mano. Mayo? No. Anyway, Darby Allin takes on our good friend. You know him, you love him, the man that we masturbated 3 weeks ago. That man named Phil Brooks, otherwise known as CM Punk. So this should be good. Punk's first match in 7 years. And yeah, Nick, watch this guy. That's all I gotta say about that. Yeah, Punk's first match in AEW in 7 goddamn years. You know, he got physical on Dynamite for the first time in basically 7 years in a wrestling ring. You know, besides his UFC stuff where he basically got his ass kicked, except for that one fight that got reversed. So he's 1-1 in UFC. Then he announced his retirement from the UFC. Good job. Good job there, Phil. Don't ever come back to the UFC. That's all I gotta say about that. So he got physical. Finally got physical in a wrestling ring. His promos have been, the same shit you've seen for the last few years in WWE. Not as powerful as the pipe bomb from 10 years ago. Even though he has cut some pipe bombs, but it's off the air. We don't really see it until it's put up on the AEW YouTube page. I don't know why they do that. I mean, if you got something to say, let him fucking say it on TV. You gotta say something to Vince. Let him say it on TV. Don't pop a good rating not like the big rating he got for Rampage 2 weeks ago, which was 1.1. Last week got 700. The third episode got 720 something thousand because Punk was not on the show. But Punk was on the show Friday night. I don't even know the rating. But I don't know. I really don't know. But last week's Dynamite got over 1 million views. It's okay, but still get the fucking WWE shows on the mark saying Punk can't draw, he can't do this, he can't do that. AEW sucks. Raw's getting 1.8. SmackDown almost did a 3.0. Punk's garbage. Yet still, Punk is way better than anybody on that goddamn roster. Roman included. I'm sorry. But we'll never get Punk versus Roman. I think we got it one time Roman beat him, but that was when Roman was in the Shield. But whatever. That's all I gotta say. What I gotta say about that. So anyway, it should be a good match, 1-on-1. Punk's coming in to fight the young guys and help out the young guys. He's got some scores to settle, whatever that means. But I just don't think he's gonna lose his first match back in 7 years to Darby Allin. I just don't think he will. He's not. There is no way in hell, not even hell. There's no way in the 666,666th level of hell that Darby Allin will be CM Punk. There's no way. I know Punk could be a little bit rusty. I can understand that, but I still think it's going to be a good match. Not 5-star quality match, but I think I'll do probably about 4, maybe 4.5. But I'm going to go with Punk to win. He's going to hit the GTS on Darby and make him go to sleep. And Punk will get his first win in 7 years. And sky's the limit for where he goes after that. Maybe a showdown with Bryan Danielson? Maybe. We'll see. Then again, Adam Cole's and might be could face Punk. We could get maybe we could get Punk versus Jericho once again. We had that a few years ago. And we could have Punk versus basically anybody on that goddamn roster. But we'll have to see on Wednesday night on Dynamite where Mr. CM Punk goes. And we'll see what happens with that. And that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna go with my good buddy CM Punk to get the victory over Darby, and make the fans go home happy. But we'll see what happens with that. And as far as Bryan Danielson goes, I know he's supposed to make his debut. Like I said, they already announced it. They should have waited, but they were supposed to be September the 22nd in New York, but they moved it up because of the pandemic going around, especially in New York. So that might be Adam Cole's debut. I don't know, but you never know with Tony Khan what may happen tonight. Could have a lot of debuts, a lot of returns, and a whole bunch of shit tonight. But we'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm just waiting for the show to go on in basically an hour and a half. It's the pre-show with the buy-in with that stupid, ridiculous 10-man tag team match that I don't want to see, but it is what it is. All right, let's run down my predictions once again. And if you have your predictions, you can put them in the live chat or after the video gets put up in a little bit. So put your comments, your predictions in the comments section of the video, and that's it. All right, so I'm gonna go from top to bottom from Wikipedia and give you my predictions from there. All right, so on the buy-in, the 10-man tag team match, I got the Best Friends and Jurassic Express to beat the Hardy Family Order, or excuse me, Hardy Family Office. Now that's gonna be a great match, but I don't really give a shit. I was hoping for Andrade and Pac, but I guess we're gonna get that match on a future Rampage, maybe this week or in the future. We'll see what happens with that. So they're gonna win that. Best Friends and Jurassic Express gonna win that 10-man tag. I got in the women's casino battle royale. I got Jade Cargill to get the win and the title shot, but I would not be surprised if it's Thunder Rosa or Anna Jay. We'll see. I got John Moxley to beat the legend Satoshi Kojima, and then he makes his hometown return to Cincinnati on Wednesday, and he may have Satoshi Kojima's scalp. That's what he said, but probably not. But anyway, maybe Moxley might bring the GCW title to Dynamite on tonight or on Dynamite. Well, we'll see. So Moxley will beat Satoshi Kojima. I got the Big Slow to beat QT Marshall in your bathroom break match of the night. I got Jericho to pin MJF, giving him his first loss in AEW. So Jericho will win. He will stay in AEW, and we don't have to hear him every Friday night on Rampage. But it is what it is. So Jericho will win that. For the TNT title, I got Mito to defeat the Mad King Eddie Kingston to retain the title. So see that. We got that. In a steel cage for the AEW tag team belts, I got the Lucha Brothers, Pentagon, and Rey Fenix to win the belts from the Bucks in the cage. And that's probably going to be your match of the night. We'll see what happens with that. For the AEW Women's World title, I got Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, baby, to retain the title over Chris Statlander. And then I got Kenny to retain the AEW World title over Christian Cage. And what should be the main event, hopefully it is, CM Punk to defeat Darby Allin. And then probably we'll have Bryan Danielson come out at the end of the show to maybe have a stare down with either Kenny Omega or with CM Punk. That's what I think might happen. That's what I think will happen with Bryan Danielson. He'll come out near the end of the show or at the end of the show and have either a stare down with either Kenny or CM Punk. And you never know, maybe Adam Cole might show up. He is a free agent, but from what I'm hearing, that if Cole does sign with AEW, he might be at that um, New York City show on September the 22nd to make his epic debut or debut, whatever you want to call it. That might be the logical choice for Adam Cole to debut. But we'll see. He could appear tonight. Ruby Soho might be in the Battle Royale. I'm thinking she will because they have a TBA, so I'm thinking it's Ruby Soho. If it's not Ruby Soho, then they might push her back to Dynamite. I don't know, or something tomorrow night or Tuesday night on Elevation or Dark. But if she doesn't debut tonight, she'd probably be debuting on Dynamite this week, or maybe at the New York show as well too. I don't know, but we'll see what happens with that. So we got Danielson debuting tonight. Ruby Soho possibly tonight. Maybe Adam Cole. I doubt it, but I wouldn't be surprised. And probably maybe I was gonna say Ric Flair because he is in Chicago because he did something with Orange Cassidy on Instagram where Orange Cassidy gave him his glasses and then basically Ric Flair basically didn't say anything. He's like he just stood there looking on his glasses like, "Woo! I'm Ric Flair." So Ric Flair might debut tonight. I doubt it now that Andrade and Pac is not on the card. But I do see Ric Flair making his debut for AEW pretty soon. And that's that. Bray Wyatt's not going to debut because his 90-day compete clause ends in October. So he'll be on. If Bray Wyatt does sign with AEW, he won't debut until maybe the 2-year anniversary show. Or maybe by Full Gear. Braun Strowman's going to Impact. That's already been announced already because he looks like he's going to Impact. Even though he did a video with EC3, who's in Ring of Honor. The whole narrative thing. I thought it was Matt Taven, but somebody who said it was Braun Strowman, though he even looked like him. That whole video where the guy is on his bike and he goes up to the freaking he goes up to the door and he knocks on the metal door and it opens and he goes up to EC3 and he's like, I need help, and then EC3 looks at him and I don't think you see his face, but people are saying it might have been Matt Taven or it might have been Braun Strowman, but it is what it is. It might have been Buddy Murphy, but or Matt, what's he call himself now? Matthew Adams, I think. Not Matt Adams. That's another Matt Adams. I forgot what's his name now. I think it's Matt Adams or something like that. But I think the former Buddy Murphy's going to Impact. So it is what it is, and that's it for that. All right, that's it for your predictions for All Out. Should be a good show, and we'll see what happens in about an hour and a half for the buy-in on YouTube, so you can watch the buy-in on YouTube, and then if you want to spend your $50 or whatever, how much it is, on pay-per-view, you can watch that, or if you're like me, you get to watch it for free on the stream, and that's it. I might be back later with my review on the Peter Gilmore channel. If not, I'm hoping to do it sometime early tomorrow morning because I got to go out early tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon, I have to go out to hanging out with my parents early tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night. So I don't want to do the review like really late at night tomorrow because I'll be too tired, and that's it. But we'll see what happens, and that's it. All right, let's finish off with the chat. I was going to finish off with some quickie news, but I'll do that another time. I got too much time anyway. But anyway, and I'm hot, and I need to take a shower. So I'm fucking hot. But you knew that already, right, ladies? It is what it is. All right, let's get to the chat, and we'll acknowledge our chat because we have to, because I love my fans, most of them. Anyway, we got the redneck hillbilly from Alabama, Brian Absher, that's his real name. He says, well, he kind of was, he started off okay with a nice question, and then he started berating me and shit. But anyway, I'll answer his normal question. What do you think of people who hate on metal music? I hate it. Well, I hate you. But that's your opinion. I don't give a shit what you think. But I mean, people have their own opinion about the ever popular, the number one genre in all of music, heavy metal. You know, some you have your opinion. I have my own opinion, and my opinion matters the most. It is what it is, and that's all I gotta basically say about that. But you know, like I said, people have their own opinions. Like everybody has an asshole, and it stinks. But I love heavy metal, and you want to debate me, I'll just rip you a new one. As simple as that. I've been in the heavy metal realm since 1987. That's 24 years for you stupid people. I don't know. Yeah, 20, no 30, 24. I was right. I can't add. But I've known a lot about metal since 1987 when I went to my first heavy metal concert, which was Ozzy Osbourne, the Ultimate Sin tour. Then I went to the No More Tears tour, and from there I was just a metalhead after that. Metallica and all the thrash metal bands, Exodus and Bon Jovi and the glam metal shit, Def Leppard and all that other good 80s shit. Then I got in the 90s with Pantera and some of the grunge bands like Nirvana and Soundgarden and Alice in Chains, and Pearl Jam. And then later on, I was still a metalhead. I'm still a metalhead today, but there's a lot of bands I love, a lot of bands I hate, like Black Veil Bright. Just want to say that. I got into the Creed and the Limp Bizkit back in the day when Limp Bizkit didn't suck dick, but now they do suck dick. I loved Creed back in the day. Loved Nickelback. I still kind of like Nickelback. And if you don't like me for liking Nickelback, well, fuck you. Then I got into Lamb of God, Motionless in White. The best band in metal right now in this moment. Who I've known since 2005. My good friends Louis and Francesco of December's Fall. They're not a metal band, but they're a semi-metal band. Check them out on YouTube and all that other shit. Then I got into some other heavy metal stuff with New Year's Day, who I've been listening to for the last couple of years now. I met Ash. She's my sweetheart and everything. And Maria brings my mom, so it is what it is. Met her so many times. I'm practically her second son, if you think about it. I met Straight Line Stitch with Alexis Brown, whose birthday was yesterday, but they're not a band anymore, which sucks. Kitty, all those bands, I can't name them all, but like I said, if you have an opinion about metal, just don't make it a stupid fucking thing like I hate metal. I think it sucks. Well, why do you think it sucks? I mean, give me an answer. Why do you think it sucks? Don't give me like, I just think it sucks. It's too loud. Well, okay, that's a reason. It's too loud. You don't have to listen to it. You can go listen to Justin Bieber. I hate Justin Bieber. What music do you like? Would you like the Isley Brothers or something? Nothing wrong with the Isley Brothers. I mean, come on. But some people have these stupid fucking opinions about the heavy metal genre. I'm like, oh, Ozzy's too old. He sucks. Yet he has more freaking Grammys than whatever band you listen to. And at least in this moment has a Grammy nomination. So they've been nominated for a Grammy. So don't come at me that In This Moment sucks, okay? Fuck you, man. That's all I got to say about that. At least they got nominated for a Grammy and have had albums in the top 10. They don't suck. Okay? So you can go blow me if you think In This Moment sucks. So any band that I love, like Motionless in White or The Who, not that Who, but the HU, The Who, or Liliac, for that matter. If you don't like Liliac, fuck you. Holy shit. I think you need to listen to Liliac. Holy crap, they are so good. And they're only in their like late teens. Oh, not late. Well, most of the there's I think 2 members that are in their early 20s, and the rest of the band, I think the youngest member is 14, I think 14 or 15. So no, the bass player Ethan it just turned 16. So I think the keyboard player is the youngest member. I think he's 14 or 15. But everybody else is like either 18. I think the oldest one is either the guitar player or the drummer. I think is 21 or 22. But they kick ass. They were at Rocklahoma like yesterday, and probably coming to a theater near you. Hopefully, they come to New York. I would love to go see them and meet them too. Because they kick ass, and they know me. Not they don't know me. I'm just joking. They should know me, but it is what it is. I mean, every band knows me. I mean, Ozzy knows me. Peter Gilmore, you're like a son of mine. Sheldon! Get him out of here, Sheldon! What did I do, Ozzy? I just wanted to marry Kelly. God damn, man. When are you gonna let me marry Kelly Osbourne? Damn it, Ozzy! Fucking hell, man. Man, I know you won't let my friend John Wright marry Amy because, Amy's kind of cuckoo. And, well, my friend John's a wacko himself. He's a wacko Mexican from California. Go figure that one out. But I've known him for 20-some-odd goddamn years. Probably one of my oldest friends that I know in the metal community. That's all I got to say about that. But I know in this moment for 16 years now. But I know John for 23 years, 24 years going on now. Good Lord. It is what it is. And that's it. I lost my space. All right. Anyway, so yeah. So Brian, if you have an opinion about metal, then well, your opinion doesn't matter to me. Because you're a hillbilly with dirty teeth. You mean you call my friends toilet paper? You need to stay out of drama, Brian, because you're basically getting your ass handed to you every single stream that you go in. I mean, you got destroyed by Nick last night. That's sad. I mean, Double Z whipped your ass. ZTB whipped your ass. I mean, everybody on fucking YouTube whipped your ass. I just don't understand why you support a fucking animal abuser, and you're an animal abuser yourself. You should be locked in jail with that fucking douchebag, Mr. Long. You're hitting you don't like animals, and you hit a fucking dog with a baseball bat. What the fuck is wrong with you? You should get the rest of your teeth knocked out. Somebody hits you in the face with a baseball bat, knock the rest of your teeth out. Just saying. Just stay in your lane and do your own shit. And stop fucking stalking Double Z and everybody else. Because it won't end well for you. Like Edge says, it will not end well for you. Especially if you're like, you want to fuck around with guys like me and Nick. Not going to end well for you. And I know you made privacy complaints to, with Double Z's videos. I know it was you. Because you stalk him. Why? For some odd reason. I don't know why. You have some weird obsession, dude. You want to have a session? Then go out into Alabama. Go find a whore with more teeth than you, or less teeth than you. Maybe give you a sloppy blowjob. Go figure. It is what it is. Nick took care of him, by the way, so he's gone. He's like, "Who do you think you are, boy? Who do you think you're talking to? You call my parents toilet paper?" I never said that, but go hang out with Forrest Gump. Okay? And he's like, "You and Antoine have ruined my life." What did I do? What the fuck did I do? I haven't said one fucking word about you, dude. But you want to bring my name up and shit, then, well, like I said, it's not going to end well for you. But you have a problem with Antoine. I have no idea what Antoine is. But if you have a problem with him, then deal with it deal with him yourself. Don't bring me into your bullshit. You know, you probably hate me because I'm friends with Double Z, and I'm friends with Chase. I'm friends with Nick. I'm friends with ZTV, and basically everybody else. You know, except for your butt buddy there, Mister Chayton Long, and your other butt buddy Arthur, who's a disgrace to the male species because he hits his wife and all that shit, or did whatever he did with his wife. Fucking idiot. Oh, he got buried too. So join the club. Want to join the burial club? Go ahead. We'll just destroy you. That's all I gotta say about that. So Brian, you go bye-bye. So you're already blocked on my channels. So yeah, fuck you, man. And that's all I gotta say about that. Blow me. That's it. All right, got my good buddy Nick in the chat. As always, one of my main mods. I know there's 2 other people watching. I don't know who it is, and I don't care. Probably trolls, and I really don't give a shit. But anyway, we'll move on. Nick says, "Oh, Hillbilly is here." I see. The one from Alabama, the Alabama asshole. That could be his wrestling name. The Alabama asshole, Brian Absher. Weighing at a skinny 100 pounds. Soaking wet. But I digress. We got a lot to go. Nick saw the comment, whatever that was. Comment was. Yeah, I did see CTB scream. He came in and basically got ripped apart. I didn't see that part where you were in, where you basically tore him a new one. I didn't see that part. I'm gonna have to watch it later. That's pretty much that. Gumby. I forgot how that theme song went. Gumby and Pokey and what was the other one's name? It was Gumby, Gumby, Pokey. Who's the blue one was what? Boo or Moo or Shmoo? I don't care. But Gumby was a good show back in the day. Gumby was like that other claymation thing. What was it? Mr. Bill. Oh no! Mr. Bill was like the clay version of Kenny from South Park. You killed Kenny, you bastard! It is what it is. And Gumby was like that too. He always died. Somehow he died, or something like that. Who cares? And I'm not sad. Anyway, we'll move on. We got a lot of comments. He showed up on other streams trying to act tough. That's what he does. He comes in, he thinks he's all tough, and basically when he gets ripped, a new asshole ripped open, he's like, he starts crying, and then he starts calling people cracker, and well, I said it. I didn't mean to say it, but that's what he says. But he said the N-word with the hard ER on it many times in Double Z's stream. He's just a waste of fucking life, dude. Or as a lot of I used to say, he's a waste of sperm and egg. I think his mama and daddy should have aborted him, but because I think that's legal in Alabama, not in Texas, but now in Alabama it's still legal. So that just sucks, right? If you live in Texas and you accidentally have a baby with with somebody and you want to get an abortion, you can't do it. Well, you can do it. You can't do it. I don't know, because they reversed Roe versus Wade, which I thought was which I heard that I was like, what? That was stupid. Why would you reverse something from like 30, almost 40 years ago? And now I don't know now that it's legal to get an abortion or it's illegal to get. I don't know. I think it's legal now to get an abortion in Texas. I don't know. I have to look that up again. It's stupid. Killing an innocent, baby just because you don't want it, it's stupid. Because you created that thing. You and the other guy that you had sex with. It's not the guy's fault that he impregnated you, and you didn't want it. I forgot. We didn't plan this. Well, next time, tell the guy to fucking get his fucking pull-out game straight, or wrap up that burrito. Simple as that. Or get on the pill. But sometimes the pill doesn't work. Okay, so I'll agree with that. But really, if you don't want you don't want a baby, wrap up the burrito. Put 2 on for all I care. And, gotta make sure your guy has a good pull-out game. Because that pull and pray shit don't work most of the time. You could have good pull-out game, but, somehow you can't. Sometimes you get stuck. You could have a really tight pussy, and, you're trying to pull out, like, can't get it out! Shit! And the next thing you know, you have sperm inside your pussy. And then 9 months later, you have a kid you don't want. And they're like, I don't want the kid. I'm going to have an abortion. You're going to spend $5,000 on an abortion to kill an innocent fucking victim, an innocent baby that you created. You and the schmuck that you slept with. Not God's fault. It's your dumb fault because you don't wrap up the burrito. You don't have you're not on birth control. And the guy's pull-out game is weak. Simple as that. You don't want a kid, then don't have sex. Unless you want to get, unless you get married, or you wrap, If you don't want to have a kid, then don't have sex. Or if you have sex, wrap up the burrito a couple of times, or a few times. But if you plan it, then okay, have the kid. Don't wrap up the burrito. Because if you plan it, then I won't have a problem with it. But if you don't want to plan it, just don't have sex without pulling out a 2. It doesn't work most of the time. Straight up. I'm not into that abortion bullshit. It is what it is, And I'll say, me and Rosa wanted to have a kid. She's older than me, but she's up there in age, and that window kind of closed. And God forbid we do have a kid, it could come out abnormal, and all the fucking trolls will love that. Rosa doesn't want to have an abnormal baby. She doesn't want to have a baby with Down syndrome or ADHD or what do you call it? With problems. She doesn't want that. She's like, I don't want the kid. I'm like, well, you might not want it, but I don't give a shit. I created that thing. I put my super vitamins into your and my super milk into your fucking pussy. What do you want me to do? Not my fault that the kid has Down syndrome or has, problems. That's not my fault. That's not my genetics. That's not my sperm or anything like that. I'm having a kid. You don't want him? Then get the fuck out. I don't believe in that abortion shit. I don't believe in killing an innocent human being. I don't care. I don't care if it has fucking dyslexia or ADHD or got real got all those weird fucking problems that it has. But I can't. I have to deal with it. But we'll have to deal with it. But if you don't want it, then next time you want to have a kid with me, either wrap it up, or I'll just find somebody else to impregnate. It is what it is. Not that I'm going to do it anytime soon, but just saying. I know people just probably clip that now, but I don't give a shit. Suck my dick. All right, now I gotta go back. Where was I? Where am I? Is this basic? Now, why would we use something so primitive as that? If you follow Golden Boy, the manga and the anime from Japan, she kissed me. Anyway, Nick called Brian out. Good. I hope you ripped him a new one. All right, laughy face. Well, they mostly sleep with the Yankees, although the hookers from the Point, yeah, they probably do. Because there's a lot of sluts in the Bronx. I mean, there's some hot sluts, but most of the sluts probably from Hunts Point. They're probably dirty sluts with dirty pussies. They've probably been around the block a couple of times. That's why I hate going to the Bronx. I haven't been there in a long time. The last time I went was like 2011, 2012. That was for a wedding. I had to go to like 230th Street in the Bronx on the 1 train. Ugh. Not a good time. Anyway, we move on. Nick says there was a show on HBO called Real Sex. Yeah, we talked about that. Great show. I don't even know if it's still around. I don't think it is. It was uncensored. Yeah, they showed a lot of dick and pussy and boobies too. I don't think they showed like hardcore rough sex like you see on Skinamax, like with Michelle Maylene and company. The Skinamax shit, like what was that show called Koi Confidential, and there's a few shows on that Skinamax channel, but it is what it is. Don't see it. I don't have Cinemax on. I don't have HBO anymore, so the free preview went bye bye. So it is what it is. HBO on demand had it. I don't have HBO on demand anymore. My parents have that, but I don't, go over and watch HBO on demand when the parents are not home. But or when my dad's home, he doesn't watch that shit. Sometimes he'll watch HBO on demand, but he won't watch that kind of show. But my parents are old, but it is what it is. They didn't want to see Real Sex, volume 25 or whatever. Talk about anal and shit. What the fuck is that shit? I digress. Anyway, there even exists Rule 34 WWE. What are you talking about? Whatever that is. Anyway, Rule 34, if it exists, there is porn of it. I have no clue what the fuck you're talking about, Nick. Let me know what you're talking about with that. Anyway, TBA, tremendous boob action. Oh. Yeah, TBA is basically, well, you can see that on Pornhub and basically anywhere on the internet. But it is what it is. But yeah, the TBA in the Casino Battle Royale is most likely Ruby Soho. Well, that's Nick's kind of TBA, tremendous boob action. I wonder what kind of TBA do you like? You know what I like? Hot Asian porn. With there's a lot of Asians that have big boobies. Most of them are fake, but I don't mind. Asian, boobies are boobies. That's all I gotta say about that. But I do like the the real boobie. I can touch, and I don't like the silicone shit. But I digress. Anyway, Nick says, sorry, I came home from the bar before, and had a few buds. Are you buzzed, or are you good? Are you good for the live reaction tonight? I don't know if J-Man's doing it or Brandon's doing it. I hope you're gonna be good tonight for the pay-per-view. Sorry, that's all I gotta say about that. So I'm good. I'm drinking my Pepsi right now. I'm gonna be taking a shower in a little bit because it's kind of hot here. I'm gonna put on the air conditioner, the fan. And that's that. All right, we got a lot of comments. I want to finish this up real quick because I have a couple of streams to do. I got one tomorrow. I'm hoping to do my Labor Day edition of the Gilmore Chronicles maybe tomorrow night or whenever. Maybe sometime tomorrow. Do it during the day. And then episode 205 of the Gilmore Chronicles will be right after that, probably on Wednesday, with my NFL preview, because you all want to see, you want my NFL preview coming up, because the football's coming up on Thursday. The Buccaneers and the Cowboys in Tampa. So Tampa's going to get those Super Bowl rings and raise the banner for their Super Bowl win last year. That's all nice and dandy. So we can see Brady and shit probably beat the Cowboys up, because basically the Cowboys got no quarterback right now. Dak Prescott's not coming back this year, as far as I know. I don't even know who Dallas's quarterback is. I don't even care. I just know Brady's going to just demolish them on Thursday on like 45-0. Good Lord. But I digress. All right, Knicks ordered they purchased the pay-per-view. Waste of $50 for your money. It is what it is. Nick says he must be a WWE mark, that guy who fake leaked the card and results. Well, I don't know who that was, but like I said, a good buddy Mikey Saline, the man who's mega obsessed with otaku, he did a video basically laughing at the leaked card, the leaked results of All Out. So if you don't know who Mike Salim is, just ask Otaku. That's all I gotta say about that. But yeah, anyway, well, I have nothing to say to Mike. You know, Mike Salim is in his own world with 6 million fake accounts, just obsessed over Otaku. Man, that's and he supports, that bald-headed bastard. So we'll move on from there. And that's it. All right, we got a certified hustler. Now, I don't know if this is a troll or not, but it is what it is. Nick has to watch him and everything, and I'll watch him too. But as long as he doesn't say shit, but it is what it is. He says on 55th Street, because I hope CM Punk get beat tonight, because that's on Hoodster. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Are you on 55th Street in Chicago? Are you in Chicago? Or wherever you are? I have no idea. Look at the avatar. That's a Miami Heat championship hat. So you must be living in Miami. Whatever. Anyway, he says, son-in-law, it's your uncle. Me and you. The people that cannot speak English in this fucking community is just amazing. Anyway, son-in-law, it's your uncle. Me and you. Can me and you watch AEW together tonight? Right here, my phone. You watching it? You tell me what happened. All right, bro. My electric went out. I went up to the gas. Oh, that's a continuation of that. I went up to the gas station so I can charge my phone. So I'll get back to the crib, nephew, and you can tell me what's happening. I'm not doing a live reaction, so too bad for you. Or as my good friend, our good buddy Stu Bennett, come on in, Stu, come on in. Come on in. I think you have something to say, Stu. Come on in. You got any bad news? I'm afraid I got some bad news for you. What is that bad news, sir? George Entertainment's still here. Ah, damn it. Yeah, I didn't want you to say his name, but it's okay. Yeah, he's still here, Stu. But hopefully we'll get good news and he'll be dead and gone soon. But that's all I gotta say about that. Fuck that bald-headed bastard. Clickbaiting machine he is. Anyway, we'll move on from that douchebag. Okay, Certified Hustler says, Peter, I'm charging my phone, my electric up, bro. It's me, because you going to tell me what's going on live stream or what? Weirdos! This guy's weirdo! They have a lot of weirdos in WC. I think this is one of them. And well, Rose is on her way home, so it is what it is. 6 o'clock at night. She's on her way from wherever she is. So yeah, she's driving on the highway right now because she has the car. Anyway, all right, we'll continue on with this jabroni. Bro, I've been watching you for a while now. Oh, thank you for that. Just was because I'm black. You don't want me to watch your channel because I can't help. I talk like that son-in-law. I like a dub. Okay. Well, I don't have nothing wrong with black people. I have a lot of black friends from many parts of the country and the world. So yeah, I'll forgive you. I'll forgive you for your accent and your horrible grammar. But I'm not no grammar Nazi. But it is what it is. Anyway, how is the worst UFC fighter in history coming back after a 7-year layoff, and he's the biggest thing going, and all he's doing is going to fight 140-pound Barbie. Well, he said Barbie Allen. Well, yeah, I agree with the his UFC career was not so good, even though he got that one win. Even though he never won, they just gave him the win on a technicality because the guy that beat him tested positive for drugs, and a reverse decision. He gets the win by a DQ, I guess. I think that was his second fight. The first one, he got his ass kicked. Second one, he got his ass kicked too, but at least he went longer than the first one. But now he's retired, thank the Lord. But the second part of that question, with the 7-year layoff, and he's going against Darby Allin. Like I said, like Punk said, he wants to he wants to help AEW. He wants to help the young guys. He doesn't want to be, like Hogan when he came into WCW and basically they didn't want to give the young guys any help. I don't want to help, brother. I'm not going to help you, brother. And then freaking, what was his name? Billy Kidman, a young guy, beat Hulk Hogan. Remember that one? Back in Nitro, was that on Nitro or was on Thunder? Remember when Billy Kidman and Hogan had a feud that was fucking horrible? But Billy Kidman beat Hogan? And Hogan doesn't beat young guys, doesn't put young guys over. Yeah, he put Billy Kidman over. Basically ruined his career. But I digress. But yeah, Punk's gonna fight the young guys. He's gonna fight Darby. He's probably gonna fight maybe Jungle Boy Jack. But yeah, I don't think he's gonna do any of that. He's not gonna, put over Darby Allin. He's not gonna make Darby. He's not gonna lose to Darby of all people in his first fight. I would be really shocked if Darby pins CM Punk in Chicago, but it's not gonna happen. That's all I gotta say about that. But yeah, he wants to fight the young guys. Let him fight the young guys. It's like saying Cena comes back and he fights there's no young guys there, but he fights somebody from NXT. He fights like a Kyle O'Reilly or something like that. Like Cena will come back. He doesn't have to come back to the main roster. He'll go to NXT because he never won the NXT World Title. Well, that's great. I just gave him an idea. Damn it. So yeah, it's just like hypothetically say Cena comes back to the WWE, but he doesn't want to fight on the main roster because he's done everything on the main roster. It's like, I'm just going to go to NXT. I'm going to help out the young guys, on NXT and just take the world title from Samoa Joe because I'm John Cena. I love the kids. So just like hypothetically say Cena goes to NXT and he wants to help the young guys and he faces guys like Kyle O'Reilly, he faces Ciampa, he faces Gargano, he faces Eli Drake or Dexter Lumis or any Ridge Holland or Pete fucking Dunne. Well, basically anybody on the men's roster. He'll probably put them all over. Then again, he's Super Cena. He's got that Super Cena strength. He'll beat everybody. Then he'll face Samoa Joe and whip his ass in about 5 seconds. We don't want that. So if I was Cena, I would stay away from NXT. Basically, stay away from wrestling because you suck. I love the kids. You sure do. That's why you don't have any kids, you fucking douchebag. Could have had kids with your first wife. That didn't happen. Then you get with Nikki Bella, basically, give her what she needs, with your probably small little cock. But, she loves you. She loves you for 3 years with that small fucking Super Cena cock. But I guess your pull-out game was pretty good then there, John, right? That's why you couldn't give her kids? And then you finally gave in and you finally gave in and you wanted to marry the chick? You did it at WrestleMania in front of the world? And then like a year later, Nikki's like, you're not gonna give me kids, John? Fuck you! I'll just get with the guy from Dancing with the Stars, let him put his super sperm in my pussy, and then 9 months later, she has Mateo. She's better off now than she was 3 years ago. And where are you, John Cena? Oh, you're with another chick that you probably will not impregnate. Oh, you're married? Oh, that's great, John. You're gonna have little Cenas running around? Nope. You're 40-something. You can't probably even get it up. Who knows? I think all those steroids got to your head there, John. Couldn't have kids with your first wife, your second wife, and you probably won't have kids with your third wife. Oh, but I love the kids. Yeah, all those Make-A-Wish kids. You love the kids there, John. Sure. You just won't have any of your own, right? Fucking douchebag. I digress. Anyway, back to this guy. He says, hey, if you like Peter Gilmore, baby, hit subscribe, like, patient, tell your mama, tell your uncle, tell your brother this channel is the #1 show on YouTube. Oh, thank you very much. I thought you were a troll. You might still be a troll, but thank you for the publicity and thank you for the promotion. Thank you very much. I wouldn't say I'm the #1 guy, because there are a lot of people that are way better than me. I admit that. Joe Cronin, JD, even Aaron, my good buddy Aaron Rift. There's a whole ton of people that are way better than me. But I would say I'm #4. Now, I've been here not the longest, because actually I am now, because a good buddy, the wrestling Jesus there, you understand? He is the longest YouTuber on YouTuber. But he is the longest. He's been on YouTube longer than me. He started in 2006. I started in 2009. So I've been on here 12 years. He's been on and off for 15 years. But now he's off again. Now doing the Facebook realm again, with world, his EFED WWL, which had episode 2, and I lost the fucking United States title to that bitch Brian DeGoof. But in a strange twist of fate, WJ came out and we won the tag team. We won the tag team belts again. So now me and WJ are tag team champions again. How long is that gonna last? Probably next episode. But yeah, he had a WWL TV. I think it was yesterday, and I'm supposed to be on episode #2. Because really, you can't have our EFED without the prophecy. You cannot. I'm sorry. And you can't have anything on YouTube. You can't have the prophecy, and and if you have an EFED, you can't have a good EFED without the prophecy. That's it. You have to have me as the face, because I am the face of the EFED realm, and I'm the face of YouTube as well. Don't you love me? But I digress. But but like I said, thanks for your promotion. Get the word out about my channel, and hopefully I get a ton of fucking subs. But it is what it is. But I appreciate you saying that I'm #1. To you, maybe I am, but to others, I'm not even #1. But I think I'm pretty much up there with JD and Joe. Pretty much. I think JD and Joe are #1 and #2, and I would say I'm #3. But I don't want to toot my own horn. But it is what it is, and that's all I got to say about that. But thank you once again for the promotion. I appreciate it. I hope you sell to my channels. If you're a troll or not, I don't give a shit. Just be respectful when you come on my show, or else I will have to block you. And if you don't like it, well, too bad. Too goddamn bad. That's all I gotta say about that. Anyway, you got more comments from this guy. Do you really think AEW is going to last that long? Don't you think in 5 years, Tony Khan's dad is going to be like, there's too much money going in, nothing coming back? I doubt that, but you never know in the world, the wacky world of wrestling. But I do see, in 5 years, I think AEW will still be around, even though the Bucks won't be young anymore. They'll be the old Bucks because they're in their late 30s, I think. Kenny's almost near 40 right now. So, Jericho probably won't be wrestling in 5 years for AEW. I think he'll be on commentary most likely. JR won't be on commentary next year, actually. JR is getting away from the commentary table because he isn't getting any younger. So he's going to step away, but he's still going to be in AEW. We'll probably see him do like in-ring interviews or sit-down interviews. So we'll still have JR there. But I think, the main commentary team for Dynamite in the next few months, going into next year, I would probably think it'll be Tony Schiavone, Excalibur, maybe Jericho. But then again, I don't know if Jericho would want to do Wednesday and Friday nights. Unless they take him off Friday nights and put him on Wednesday night, and then you have a 3-man team on Rampage of Excalibur, Big Show, Excalibur, Taz, and the Big Show. But there's so many people doing like 2-3 shows now. Excalibur's doing 4 shows. Well, 3 shows, I should say. Excalibur's doing Dark. He's doing Dynamite, and he's doing Rampage. Besides the pay-per-view, so it's really 4. But he's doing 3 shows. Tony Schiavone, is doing 3 shows. He's doing Elevation, he's doing Dynamite, and he's not doing Rampage. So I'm sorry. Tony Schiavone's doing 2 shows. Taz is doing 2 shows. He's doing Dark with Excalibur, and he's doing Rampage. Big Show is doing 2 shows. He's doing Elevation, he's doing Rampage. So the only guy who's doing more commentary is Excalibur, he's doing 3 shows. JR is just doing one show unless they ask him to do commentary for Rampage if somebody can't do it or anything like that. But they really should call this guy or Joe. Fuck JD, by the way. His commentary sucks. And his Braves suck even more. Yeah, how's that 8-game lead you had? 8.5 game lead you had over the Mets a week ago going down to 3.5. And you have a 4-game series against the Rockies, and you're blowing it. So you have a 2-game lead over the Phillies right now. Other than that, hold on one second. I go to my Met app. I gotta see the Mets one because they were 6-6, and it was 6-6 in the 7th. The Mets had a 6-2 lead. Actually, it was a 6-2 lead. Then it became 6-3. And then next thing you know, it's 6-6. I'm thinking, we're getting it's deja vu all over again when they had a 9-0 lead and blew that. But thankfully, they won that game 11-9 in the first game of a doubleheader. Then they lost the second game 4-3. Then they had a 6-3 lead, blew that. And I don't know what. I'm going to find out what happened now. Oh, the Mets did win that game. 13-6. Woo! They have put up a lot of runs this series. I think that they won the first game. I think what they win. I think they won 6-2 or 4. I forgot. I think they put a 4-6 runs the first game. 11 actually 15 in the doubleheader, and then today 13 runs. And I can only imagine what tomorrow is going to be. But they have won 8 of the last 9 games, minus the game last night's game the game last night where they lost 4-3. They won 13-6 today. They are now 69-68. They got 20. How many games left? 25 games left, and that's that. For you Yankee fans, they lost again to the Orioles. They lost 2-3 at home against the Orioles. Oh, baby, I can't. And my good friend Big Ray, who says that the Mets were going to go on an 11-game losing streak. 2 in a row, bitches. We won today. So unless we lose the next, this whole week, then you can say shit. But today, you can't say shit. So fuck you, Big Ray. That's all I gotta say about that. So Yankees lost 8-7 to the Orioles at home. So they lost 2-3 to the Orioles. And now they start a 4-game series with the Toronto Blue Jays. Oh, that should be fun. The Red Sox lost today, which sucks. In the wild card, for the National League wild card, the Mets are 4.5 back. The Reds lost today. The Mets gained a game on the Reds, so they're now 3.5 games behind the Reds, unless the Padres win today. When did the Padres play? Padres are 3-3 in the 7th inning against the Astros. So hopefully the Astros win that game, so Mets can gain another game on the Astros. So the Reds lost today. That's great. Sadly, the Phillies won today in 10 innings. Damn. So we're still 1.5 games back of the Phillies for second place. And the Braves won today 9-2. So they split that 4-game series in Colorado, and the Braves are off tomorrow, and then they play Washington on Tuesday. So Mets are still 3.5 games back of the division with 25 to play. They are now 3.5 behind the wild card with 25 to play. So they are still in it, motherfuckers. And the Yankees are just starting to fade a little bit. The Yankees are starting to fade. Even though the Red Sox had a golden chance to get that first wild card. But I still think somehow the Yankees are going to sneak in. But still, choke. That's all I got to say about that. So, fuck the Yankees, fuck the Braves, fuck the Phillies, and fuck whatever other team that you root for. And that's all I got to say about that. But anyway, let's go back to this question because we're almost done. And plus the pre-show is starting in 40 minutes, so I want to get to that. And the missus is coming home, so I got to get off the computer pretty soon. Anyway, okay, do you think AEW will be around in 5 years, or will Tony Khan's dad basically there's too much money coming in, it's nothing being put out? AEW be around for another 5 years. Tony Khan's gonna make that company be the number one company in the world. It is right now. Basically, in America, is the number one country in America right now. Not in the world, because as we all know, New Japan is number one. Ichiban, number one. Japan, number one. Forever. As Terry Funk used to say. God bless Terry Funk. That's all I got to say about that. But yeah, AEW be around for like another 5-10 years, I would think. Probably the same thing, you say that about Ring of Honor. And, Impact, I don't know about Impact. Impact might be around for maybe a couple more years. I don't think 5 is a stretch, but I would think maybe 3-4 years. I think Impact will be around. But that's if, Anthem Sports still has the money, and Scott D'Amore is still running the company. But who knows? As far as Ring of Honor goes, I think they'll be around for another 10 years. Because I think when Kerry Silken dies, and when he's the ambassador of Ring of Honor, and he's like 70 some odd years old. So I think he'll still be around in Ring of Honor until the day he dies. Kerry Silken, great man he is. But they don't have a great TV deal. I wish they did. But Sinclair Broadcasting still owns the company. Joe Goff and company. They still own Ring of Honor. Fans are still going to Ring of Honor events. They got a great roster. They have some old guys that they still have the Briscoes who've been there for 20 some odd goddamn years, almost 21 years now. Actually, it is the gonna be the 21st anniversary. I think it's next year, 20th or 21st. I think it is, or 22nd, or whatever it is. But yeah, the Briscoes have been around for 21, almost 21 years. They're the original, they're the OGs of Ring of Honor, and you still got guys like Jay Lethal, Homicide. He came back, but they're mostly basically Ring of Honor is an indie company right now who are making new stars, and they have a women's division that's about to crown a new champion pretty soon. I think that champion will be crowned next Sunday, actually, at Death Before Dishonor. That's the next actual pay per view. Death Before Dishonor, I think, is in Philly, so that should be pretty good. Um, we'll see what happens with all that and what matches they have. I might do an actual prediction show for that this coming weekend, actually. So that's on episode 206 of the Gilmore Chronicles Show, Death Before Dishonor predictions. And I might do a review, I may not. I'm not sure on that, depending on how much time I got left on StreamYard. But we'll see. But I do see Ring of Honor being around for another 5 years. I think Joe Goff and company, will keep running the Ring of Honor until Kerry Silken will be there until the day he dies, and sadly Bobby Cruz will still be there, ring announcing, because how much I want his job. He knows it too. He knows it. Bobby Cruz knows I want his job. I actually said it at Final Battle 2010. I screamed it. It was like, Bobby Cruz, I want your job. Right? And he looked at me and he's like, come on in. Let's see you do it. I was ready to do it. I was like, basically, I was like, really? And it was right near the main event of Kevin Steen, El Generico Fight Without Honor. That was the match. I screamed it. And Bobby Cruz was like, come on and do it. I was like, really? And I mentioned it to Kerry Silken, but he forgot. But it is what it is. I would love to work for Kerry Silken in Ring of Honor. But it is what it is. As ring crew or, well, I would do commentary, but I have to get along with Ian Riccaboni. Well, me and him had a little Twitter war back in the day. But, I have all respect for Ian Riccaboni right now, but, as much as he's not a Kevin Kelly, but he's a Kevin Kelly ripoff. But I digress. But I love to work for Ring of Honor, AEW, or even Japan. But get the word out. That's all I got to say about that. Get on get on your Twitter machines. Tweet Kerry Silken. Tweet basically anybody in Ring of Honor. Tweet the Bucks. Tweet Kenny. Tweet Tony Khan for all I care. And tell him give Peter Gilmore a job. I'll move to Florida. I'm about to move to Florida soon anyway. I'll move down to Florida. I'll move down to Jacksonville. Actually, as much as I want to move to where Miami or the Orlando, Fort Lauderdale area, but if I have to move to Jacksonville, I'll move to Jacksonville. I'll just have to get a car. Actually, I have a car. Just it'll just be a pain in the ass if I have to drive to like Orlando and stuff like that. From Jacksonville, that's like a 6-hour ride. Go to Miami is 8 hours. Go down I-95. Not a good thing. Not that I drove from like here down to Florida or anything like that. That's like a 3-day drive, a 2-day drive, 2.5-day drive. But but if it did work for AEW, I would probably have to move I would move to Florida, but I would probably base myself out of Fort Lauderdale or the Tampa, Orlando area, but not be around like NXT or anything like that. I mean, I could go to this Capitol Wrestling Center if I wanted to, and just basically piss on the fucking company, but. It is what it is. All right, we got comments galore. Good Lord. I got to finish these comments. I don't even know how many comments I got left. All right, we got a few comments left. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got about 10, 12 comments left. Oh, we're almost done. So we're gonna go a little bit, almost 3 hours about. So that's fine. I got plenty of time on this particular email, this particular channel. I got a whole bunch of time. But anyway, we'll continue on. And it is what it is. Thank you all for staying with me. That's all I got to say about that. Anyway, Certified Hustler says my sister. Well, I think that's okay. My sister, because I think it's going to be Bray Wyatt tonight, coming out of Barry Windham Jr. and dreads with a cowboy hat is the Joker. No, not going to be Bray Wyatt. It's not going to be Sister Abigail. I'm thinking it's Ruby Soho. It has to be Ruby Soho because the only person I can think that it's not that it might be is Tessa Blanchard, and I don't think Tessa Blanchard signed with AEW. There were rumors that AEW were thinking about signing her and her husband, well, her fiance, husband, or whatever he is, Daga, to AEW. But then there was that picture that was on the internet of Tessa Blanchard basically teasing that she was going to go to NXT. She had the fake $1 million money. The $1 million man Ted DiBiase's money and everything. She's like flaunting it with her fake boobies and all that shit. Nothing wrong with that, but so who knows where Tessa Blanchard might go? I'm thinking she's going to NXT. That's what I think. I just don't think she'll. It'll be nice for her to be in AEW, but I think she'll just be a really a big pain in the ass in the women's locker room. And you don't want that. So. Because she did that in TNA, and basically what happened to TNA, kicked her out. Then she had that whole thing with that black chick. What's her name? Rosa Negra. She said she called her the N-word. No, that's a no in wrestling. So she's been blacklisted and blackballed in the wrestling right now. That's why I haven't seen her in like over a year. So, but I don't think Tessa Blanchard will be the Joker or anything like that. I think it's gonna be Ruby Soho. That's what I think, because she basically signed with AEW right now. Basically, just I think Ruby Soho has signed a deal, but we'll see. So it's either Ruby Soho or Tessa Blanchard at this point. Because I don't think it's anybody else, or maybe the Iconics, but that all depends on if the Iconics got their visas taken care of. But we'll see. Anyway, he's Certified Hustler says, I don't think Ruby, well, he spelled it wrong, Soho, okay, debut tonight. I think they're going to swerve that. Possibly. You never know. In this wacky world of wrestling. And that's all I gotta say about that. I gotta take a mean old shit. I got pizza still waiting for me. I had one slice, and then I was gonna eat the other slice after this video, but now I gotta heat it up. So that's kind of like my late, well, still my lunch, but early dinner. So I might have that now. It's at 6:30 at night now, so I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna wrap up this burrito pretty soon. I'm gonna finish my slice of pizza, and then the missus comes home, and then I'm gonna watch All Out. You should too. And maybe if Rosa's up to, finally gets her head out of her ass and lets me give her the vitamins, we'll have a good night. But she's playing around. She's kind of cock blocking me for the last week. Man's got to have his needs. You know what I mean? I got to give the vitamins out, man. These just can't stay in my pants all day. As much as just jack off to Asian porn, it is what it is. Anyway, we continue on. Man, a W bus going to fade out, man. This is like a bad dream of WCW in the 90s. Something, I don't know, he said 90s shit or whatever. Was on fire. Then all of a sudden, Vince was on the screen. Come on, man, this ain't really going to work like that. I don't know what you mean. I don't know. But yeah, WCW was great in the 90s up until, when they fucked around. They fucked around and mentioned, Mick Foley winning the title on a taped Raw. That was the death nail for, WCW when Tony Baloney said that shit. And then when Vince came on the air and said, like, we're gonna get attitude. The Attitude Era started, and as soon as I think the first Raw of the Attitude Era was, did better than Nitro, and then right after that, Nitro went down the drain, and WCW was history a couple years later. That's all I gotta say about that. But I don't think we'll get something like that again. Like Vince McMahon coming on screen. It's like, I have acquired AEW from Tony Khan. No, you did not. We'll never get something like that again. There'll never be another Attitude Era. There'll probably never be another Ruthless Aggression Era. Right now, there is no era in WWE. Talk about there is no era right now. It's called the Suck Era because everything sucks right now for that company. And that's all I gotta say about that. Damn, I gotta take a shit really bad right now. You didn't need to hear that. Anyway, okay, last comment from Certified Hustler. NWA is the best professional wrestling. Do me a favor, stop what you're doing and give it up for the real World Heavyweight Champion, Trevor Murdoch. Well, he does have the, Sweet Charlotte right now. He finally, thank the Lord he won. Because if he didn't win, well, he wouldn't be wrestling for NWA right now. His career would be over. But thank the Lord he won at NWA 73, ending that over 1,000-day reign that Nick Aldis held on that damn belt. So now Trevor Murdoch's a one-week champion. And I hope he has a long reign ahead of him. And we'll see what happens with Trevor Murdoch and the NWA. There's a lot of good things in the NWA right now. Camille is still the women's champion. I know there's new women's tag team champions in Marty Bell and Allison Kay. What do they call now? What do they call it? The Hexen? The Hex? Something like that? The Hex or something like that. I don't know. I didn't watch the pay-per-view. I didn't really give two shits about Empower. I didn't care about Empower. I didn't really care about the NWA 73 pay-per-view. I really didn't watch it. I didn't even care. So, but nice to see Trevor Murdoch, the new champion. That's the only good thing I liked about NWA. Get Nick Aldis out of there. And I think there's a rumor that Nick Aldis might be coming to AEW. God forbid he does. Imagine him winning the world title and holding it for 1,000 days. I think everybody would probably go back to WWE. They're like, I can't root for this company anymore. We got a guy 1,000, held the belt for 3 fucking years. What is this, Kenny Omega? Nobody wants to see that. Now, if Kenny held the belt for 3 years, I would personally like that. But I don't give a shit. That's all I gotta say about that. Yeah, but congratulations to Trevor Murdoch and all the other champions that were at who won at Empower and NWA 73. And we'll see what happens with the NWA going into the fall. And that's all I got to say about that. All right. Final comments from Nick. Speaking of Arthur, I called him a pussy for not coming on ZTV stream and talking. Well, fuck him. That's all I got to say about that. I have nothing to say about the Arthur. Just as long as he doesn't say anything to me, we're cool. That's it. Nick's good. That's good. You had 3 buds. Huh. Okay. So you're not that buzzed, but it is what it is. I think you were talking about Mr. Certified Hustler. Nah. Well, he didn't, Certified Hustler, he promoted my show. Thank you. But, just, if he comes back on any one of my shows, Nick, just watch him and, just have that, the button ready. That's all I got to say about that. But as long as he was respectful, and didn't troll me or whatever, I probably left a dislike. I don't really give a shit. But as long as you promote, if you come in, you be respectful. But then again, you leave a dislike. I don't really give a shit about that. But you promote my channel. That's fine and dandy. Thank you. That's that. 2000. Well, what was 2000? Oh, that was Kidman beating Hogan. It was on Nitro in 2000 when WCW was dead. Was basically almost dead. Then it really ended in 2001. Yeah, Kidman Hogan on Nitro. I think it was on Nitro. But that's it. All right, final comment of the stream. AEW should bring Mauro Mamma Mia Ranallo in. I would love that. I would love Mauro to be the head guy on Dynamite. I would love that. Mauro with Excalibur and Tony Baloney. That would be pretty damn good. And then you have on Rampage, you have Jericho, Excalibur, Taz, and Mark Henry. excuse me, Big Show. Mark Henry would be doing the backstage shit. But I wouldn't mind that. I would not mind Mauro Ranallo in AEW. Hopefully we see that, but we'll see. That's it. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching this long video. Thank you to Nick. Thank you to the Certified Hustler for coming in, and even that Hillbilly for coming in. Well, fuck you. Get your teeth fixed, fucker. And that's all I gotta say about that. So thank you all for watching. Enjoy All Out coming up in about 20 minutes with the buy-in, and then the main show starts at 8. Should be a great show, and that's all I gotta say about that. Maybe I'll be back later with my review, and we'll see. Maybe either I'll be live later tonight, or I will do a quickie phone dots video before I go out on Labor Day tomorrow. And that's all I gotta say about that. So thank you all for watching. I gotta take a mean old shit because it's coming out of my ass. Well, you didn't need to hear that. Sorry, TMI. Sorry. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap up the burrito. I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna wrap up the burrito, and then I'm gonna go take a shit. And then the business is coming home. So that's it. So thank you all for watching. Continue to support my channel and my other channels as well down below. Subscribe to them. Hit the bell. Get notified. And all that other good shit. Support me on social media. Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Just friend me and follow me and do all that other shit. Share the videos all over the internet, and you know what to do. Like the video, dislike the video. I don't give a shit. And that's all I can say about that. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. If you're not down with that, fuck you, man. And that's it. I gotta go. So I gotta really go. I mean, I gotta go. Poopy's coming out of my booty. So I'll talk to you guys later. Peter Gilmore signing off for episode 203 of the Gilmore Chronicles. And we'll see you again next time. Peace. I gotta go poop.